We had to revisit the Carmelo Anthony thing. I don't think I'll get it, man. Let's take the echo off. Make sure y'all take the poll as y'all come in. Was Carmelo the victim or the villain, man? Come in, come in, come in. Share me out. Answer the question, man. Was Carmelo the victim or the villain, man? In your opinion? 6 people in here, man. Double tap that stream that you come in too, and voice your opinion. What's going on with you, Phoenix Firefox? But what's up, Dolly? Skate committee. What's going on, family? What's been up? Big salute, family. Big salute. What you think, skate committee? Matter of fact, how you been, my G? Um, do you think that Carmelo Anthony was the victim or a villain? And do you think it's dividing America? Is it one of the reasons, the current reasons that America is so fucking divided? Chilling, Dolly. How's your evening, sis? What's popping, Daniel Bird? Daniel Bird, I know you had a hell of a fun time making them motherfucking Knicks highlights. I get up and check out Daniel Bird with the highlight. You say he was the victim. Can I ask you why would you say he the victim? And it's not, it's not the debate you just to get your opinion as American. Because I also think he was a victim as well as Austin was a victim too. The victim of not wanting an ass whipping, and the villain is the one who pulled the blade. It depends on who's looking at it. Logical assessment. What's going on with you tonight, family? What's going on with you tonight? That's why I'm still asking the question: was he the victim or the villain? The victim of bad parenting. Well, can you explain to me why was both of them was the victim of bad parenting? Similarly, both of them was kids too. Why y'all say he was the victim of bad parenting though? Yeah, both of them was. Is that the state of America? Is that how parents are? Is that the state of America? Were they speaking for all black parents? Were they speaking for all white parents? On both sides of that coin was the Hayes Anthony family, because his mama last name was Hayes and his daddy last name is Anthony. So the Hayes Anthony family, was they speaking for all black people? Was the Jeff Metcalf, was he speaking for all white men? Smash that like Carmelo Anthony, victim or villain? Who divided America? And will this divide America? Smash that like. It's 8 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream with a little integrity. You feel me? Answer the question too. Anybody in the chat screen? We had logical assessments in here. Skate committee. Daniel Bird. Only hope is in prayer. Old sister Phoenix is in here. And Phoenix, thanks for coming through, showing your super support. Y'all get over there and check out Dolly, the fiery Phoenix, coming out of the dark. Dope, super cold sister. You know what I mean? Trying to do her thing. She does a live stream. Fights and disagreements are not handled through violence, period. That's true, fam. The mama got a nose job, a new car, and a new house with the kids' legal money. Are you sure about that logical assessment? Because now she got a nose job. I heard they brought a Cadillac Escalade in the house. Now the mama got a nose job, a new car, and a new house. God damn. Can you show me some like a link where I can go check it out? And I mean maybe I can get some clarity on it, logical assessment. All you hearing this on some like the shade room, but the shade room be pretty on point with that shit, but some other kind of, you know what I mean? Boy, I just did a deep dive into white supremacy and what makes a neo-Nazi and why do people go that way. Man, y'all can stay tuned for that I'm gonna be doing a deep dive into that documentary that I watched, and we did the one with the MAGA rednecks, and I watched the documentary on black people in Russia, and then you will be amazed what they had to say about America and about Russia and about black people on a geopolitical. I mean, it's crazy, but we're gonna be doing a deep dive. So stay tuned for those coming up in the coming days. Know what I mean? Smash that like logical assessment. You say the mama got a nose job. How do you know that she ain't used her work insurance to get that nose job? I thought somebody said they paid $75,000 for his legal. Smash that like y'all. Get them up, man. It's 80 y'all in here, man. Carmelo Anthony, victim or villain, man. Who divided America? Was it you? You dirty rat. I'll get you for this. You've divided America. Have you ever been scared of someone, like scared they will kill you? Would you not dare them to touch you? Yeah, I've been scared of a lot of people, but I ain't show fear. I had more courage than I had fear. I've been scared and fearless at the same time. And I muscled up enough to, man, you'd be surprised if you really ever had to ride with that shit. You would know. But yeah, I've been scared of somebody every time I'm out in the battle. I'm scared because you don't know the outcome. Motherfucker get a lucky punch on you, and if a motherfucker tell you they won't scared, they're lying. They ain't human. That's just a natural fear. But what you got to overcome it with pure motherfucking. Know what I'm saying? Adrenaline, testosterone, machismo. Yeah, man. Every time I go in about it, even if it's just a mental battle, I'm scared because nobody wants to lose, especially horribly. Smash that like. What's this right here, Ian? Let me check it out. And who is this guy you asked me about? Some black guy that got sentenced for robbing a convenience store. Man, that ain't nothing like dude. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing like the Carmelo Anthony stuff. Either he got railroaded or he ain't handle business out there. That's two different things. This was murder, cold blooded murder, or self defense, mutual combatants. Man, that's something different, man. What's that, Ian? What's the How does that tie in? Oh, I know that's the dude, but how does that tie in with what's going on with Carmelo Anthony and was it? I didn't look at the video, but how does that tie in with it? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell you something. And like I told you, I know so many people that went to court that they ain't do this shit and got 100 years. I can rattle off like 10 names that I personally know they didn't do it. One of my peoples went to jail for 23 years. In his third year in his sentence, they knew that he didn't do it. They had all the evidence that he didn't, and he stayed there for 20 more years due to fucking bureaucracy. They wouldn't let him out, and then they gave him a bunch of accolades and free shit when he did get out. It's crazy, man. Carmelo K Dog is no OG Simpson. Subaru. Is that what they call Carmelo K Dog? Well, shit, of course he ain't no OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson was a part of the motherfucking plan. He was in the system, so he knew that he could kill that lady and get away with it. Guess why? He's been in those doors where you don't want to go in unless you might get your butt rammed in. He's been in them Epstein doors. Know what I mean? That was some Epstein type of shit, whether y'all know it or not. The lady that got killed, OJ Simpson wife, she was friends with Kim Kardashian mama. Her and Kim Kardashian mama used to break in all the sports people to the powers. They used to bring them in, fuck them and suck them in, run their bread. That's why Kim Kardashian mama got a baby by a lawyer that she probably won't fucking with him at the time. It was coke everywhere. Rob Kardashian wasn't thinking about no pussy. He was thinking about getting a few more million. He was working with Johnny Cochran at the time, bilking LA and getting that money. Um, Chris Jenner, who was formerly married to the Kardashian lawyer dude, she was out there playing that high stakes game of prostitution, shall we say, tricking. It ain't tricking if you got it with OJ Simpson, Tony Dorsett. That's why they think OJ Simpson was probably Khloe Kardashian daddy, because he was fucking her too, as well as the lady that he married. But um OJ Simpson been getting money. You talking about he's the OJ Simpson was with the program. He was like a hell of a football player. He broke records. He was their number one trophy. He had the Heisman, and he was on the Hertz commercial when black people was eating their fingernails. He was eating. He was doing commercials in the public eye. So he was part of that shit. Y'all ain't gotta do y'all shit when y'all just be calling people names out and didn't know what the fuck going on, man. Carmelo gonna be holding. Nah, he ain't gonna be holding the pocket, Kevin. Because guess what? You definitely know that Carmelo will stab something if you fuck with him. So as long as he keep that blade, that poker, he should be good. A white person stand a chance of holding somebody's pocket as opposed to Carmelo, and that's just it is what it is. Nah, see, and I can tell you I ain't never been to prison because homosexuality is shunned upon and it's only for the weak. I don't see Carmelo now being weak because he gonna have to stand up and he knows it. And he just poked somebody for running up on him. What you think he gonna do somebody in prison? But that's the code. You gotta poke them if they run up on you. Shit. Y'all be saying some stupid shit, Kevin French. You sound dumb. Carmelo's going to be holding the park and answering the Camilla. I doubt it. I doubt it. That's what they do to white boys. Most black people in prison are because they're gay. They're bisexual doing gay shit. It's not too much force. That's the old style. Now they just don't whittle it down to sucker ass white boys. And I'm just no, I mean, I'm keeping it real. I'm not being racist. A white person, he's yapped up off top. A black person, you got to be super, 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 super weak, damn near with your ass out walking around for them to fucking rape you or something like that. But if you're gay, there's plenty of gay motherfuckers in there because that's the one thing they're lacking. Like Jay-Z say, I can do the time, but ain't no holes in the pen. I mean, that's simple mathematics. Some of these niggas is just weak. But white boys, they snatch their ass out the line. You're like, where the fuck that white boy go? Some old prisoner that been locked up since he been 12 just had his way. So you gotta goddamn stop coming in here talking that shit. Why why are we so dwelling on his parents? We dwelling on Carmelo. He was a victim. He got railroaded by the system. He got railroaded. He's a villain. That's what it is. Hey, what's going on with you tonight? Hape Seminder. And you too, Kevin French. And Mrs. T. MRST. Mystic Mac or whatever your name is. What's up with you? Malcolm X is your personal Jesus. Why? Malcolm X sucked after he changed his name to Malcolm X Shabazz L. Hodge. Why is he your personal Jesus? I know you phony because Jesus don't even know he Jesus. Jesus is really Cesare Borgia. Get your mind together, man. Subaru, you been out there drinking the gas out of your Subaru, I think. Smash that light. I was just wondering, in that particular case, no one got physically hurt, no one died, but the kid got hit harder by the judicial system than Mello. Well, to rob somebody is, I mean, it's like stealing a horse and stealing a chicken, fam. That's all. That's why they give them a lot of time for robbery because nobody likes a thief. A thief is a murderer and a liar in the eyes of the law. You know what I mean? Because if you steal something, that means you steal somebody's life, you steal somebody's credit. You know what I mean? That's why the robbery shit is different. That's why they. That's why he shouldn't have got as much time. Malicious wounding. You know what I mean? When you know what I mean is when you maliciously attempt to kill somebody, but you wound them. I think he should have got the opposite of that. Maybe manslaughter, man. Steve, what it is now? Steve, hello from Middleton, Ohio, hometown of JD Vance. Steve, what's up, fam? No one railroaded him to bring a knife. I know. He's supposed to have a knife. I'm not saying he's supposed to have used it on that white boy, but he should have had a knife because that was his right to protect himself. And then he should have knew the consequences of his acts if he was to poke this white boy. So I'm cool with it. That's what y'all can't understand. Nobody has heard from Mello. Maybe he knew that shit. Fuck it, I'll poke his bitch ass because I got to protect myself. Sometimes, you know what I mean. What you got to do goes beyond the repercussions because you ain't got no time to think. In time of danger, sometimes you just step. Especially if you a stepper. You know what I'm saying? You step. Fuck that. One, he rejected industrial military complex, switched from Ray-Bans state-approved glasses to American optical glasses, a sign of rebellion, and ultimately led to the death of JFK and Malcolm X. You really talking stupid. You got to put that fucking liquor down. Malcolm X wasn't with no fucking military industrial complex. Oh yeah, you got to start building a breakfast nook for her. Okay, it's gonna be one like setting up in her windowsill with that long ass bench. Okay, Steve, you a motherfucking lie. Because you don't know what the route he had to take to get to the school. In a perfect world, no child should have a knife, but shit, if he got to protect himself, he about to arm himself, and he did what he had to do. Y'all just saying that shit because a little white boy died. But you know that you'll say, well, black on black crime every day, and guess what? Just as well as black kids kill black kids, it's just as well as black kill white kids. It's the same thing. Kids are dying. So why do y'all accept that a black boy can kill another black boy, but when a black boy kill a white boy, he's a super villain and he ain't supposed to do that? You understand? That's all I'm saying about the shit. Yes, he should have had Steve. The fuck you mean? Steve, how was you raised? Defend yourself, right? Maybe he felt like that's how he defend himself. When you raise is a learned behavior. And remember, he was a kid. He wasn't thinking about I'm gonna poke this motherfucker and do 35 years. I'm gonna poke this nigga and go to the detention center. He didn't know the guy was gonna die. It's like people that do them one punches and they punch a motherfucker dead. Shit. Yeah, but Malcolm X was a sucker, man. When he checked the X off his name, and changed his name to Hodge, that's when he sold out. He left the Black nationalist movement. He would have never came back because he was a Sunni and he was praying amongst the very devils that he said was goddamn oppressing us. So he would have never came back, and that's what they wanted. They deactivated him, and then when he did come back with the Sunni Muslim religion, they saw how the black men that still kept him in their highest esteem. They started becoming Sunni Muslims. So say, God damn, we can't win for losing. So kill his ass. And they set it up that make it look like another brother, the brother that taught him the honors of Muhammad, and his people killed him. It's the classic case of we gonna kill him, but he got so many enemies, they ain't gonna be able to say who killed him. They're gonna also point the finger at the people that was with him because they always say it's the ones that smoke blunts with you. You feel me? See your picture and want to come and get you. You feel me? Smash that like. As a white man, I do not accept black on black crime. The old cold case in Chicago, a national travesty that goes under the ring. Billions. Hey, but you know what's so crazy, Captain? Captain Ridiculous. Are you in California? Yeah, he a victim. Hannah, for sure. Captain, are you in Are you in Chicago? 'Cause I'm gonna tell you something about the unsolved murders in Colorado. I mean California. Smash that like. Okay, you in the Youngstown. Oh, so what you know about the Mighty Ducks? Are you a Mighty Duck fan? Smash that like. What's up, fam? BZ Weed. Let me tell you something. The Chicago classification algorithm. I mean, Chicago got an algorithm where they can determine who's going to commit the next crime, where, why. They got a whole algorithm for that shit. So there is no unsolved murders in Chicago. They just that's test study. Everything that they solve, they solve. They want to solve. What they don't solve, they don't want to solve. There's a whole algorithm in Chicago. Fambo, what's up with you, family? Bullshit. Do you know how racist you sound? How do I sound racist? I ain't said shit yet. Do you know how stupid you sound? But a sorry victim mentality, huh? I'm a warrior. Ain't no victim mentality here. He ain't got to be walking in Mississippi. Just as sure enough, he was walking in Texas at that motherfucking uppity ass school, and a white boy ran up on him, and he needed that knife, right? A 6'2" white boy ran up on a 5'8" little ass black boy. Of course, he needed that knife. Y'all stupid, man. If y'all see, you know what? In a perfect world, he wouldn't have needed it. But just that at that moment, I'm gonna say he needed it. I'm not saying he should have used it, but he used it. That's on him. Man, it ain't what society teaching us. Sometimes it's the young man because when you're young, Fools rush in. Young people are fools. Both of them were mutual combatants. They was toe to toe. He just stabbed that nigga in the back. He stabbed him in the chest, and he stabbed him up close. You know what I'm saying? So it was intimate in his death. They looked each other in the eye. He probably was the last breath. The last breath he smelt was young boys. Okay, because everything else, when his brother was holding his arms, he was gone. They hit him in the heart. Because Austin was in front of him. That's what they said. Austin approached him and pushed him. It's true. That's why the Dems, when handling every election cycle, I don't say that as a conservative. I say that as someone looking constant politics that don't produce results. Right? Don't none of them produce results. And that's how you can tell that Donald Trump is a part of the military industrial complex because he's not doing what the Dems want. He's not doing the Republicans want. So who is he doing listening to? The fucking joint chiefs of staff, and all of them motherfuckers moves that he making is military moves, attacking shit. He ain't going nowhere, making nobody great again. You can't. He ain't even started on us. Even if he didn't run up, they was face to face. He won't. They never say dude ran up on him. So how did he get a chance to stab him? And one of them must have ran up, or they was already face to face in each other's face, dude. Yeah, no, they was face to face. It was intimate. That nigga stabbed him because he felt threatened. Get up out my fucking space. Some people been raised to motherfucking bang first, ask questions last. That's how most of my gangsters last. The fuck, y'all? I know y'all white boys always got beat up because you ain't bomb first. Y'all Tupac fans should know that. Y'all just have sympathy because it was a little white boy that fell. If he would have killed a black guy, y'all would have said white victim kills black villain. Come on, man. OJ was the 90s chaos agent in the Carmelo trial. No, he won't. Carmelo and OJ two different things. OJ was another Illuminati type motherfucker that got a pass, and we made it about black and white because we always do. OJ walked, motherfucker, and all y'all white folks was mad. And that should tell y'all something. They weren't railroading him because they everything would have came out, everything that he knows. Y'all notice O.J. Simpson did a Marion Barry. He got out and still reformed his life and did what he had to do, made a couple of more million, and owed them crackers in California some money, and still went to Florida and did him. See what I'm saying? Y'all do realize that O.J. did go to prison and do hard time. He wasn't on no kitty cap. O.J. was stone cold with it. Y'all motherfuckers always think black people can do time. That's like y'all think all of us got big dicks, which we probably do. All of us smoke weed. All of us talk shit. All our women can fight and cook. Some of them girls can't cook. Some of them niggas can't fight. Know what I'm saying? What's up, DVS? Ugh. Well, that ain't DVS. That's David. David. What's that? A blue arm? What you Martian? American Tradesman says facts. Salute, American Tradesman. You know, I'm just keeping it real. Y'all got so many misconceptions, man. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you wish for. Bang. First ask questions last. That's the single most major complaint about the thin blue line. Are you about to give that a pass? Man, the thin blue line is the thin blue line. They got to do their job. They got to do their due diligence. I ain't got no motherfucking comment on the thin blue line. I'm either here nor there with that. Shit happens. Okay, Subaru and went got Masonic Code 33. Malcolm X, Audubon, sacrificed 65 years later, Carmelo Anthony. Yo, where did you get that fucking conspiracy theory shit linking that shit with Carmelo? You got to stop fucking hanging out on the dark web, going to these fucking websites, man. That shit crazy. Where did you go get that bullshit from? Masonic code. Let me tell you something. The Mason is that secretive. You will not know none of their codes. This is crazy that you even went and got that. You could have saved that Masonic code 33. You know, Jesus died when he was 33. There's so much conspiracy theory around it. This smells like somebody that is trying to push their shit off on you. Look at Corpse Mankind. What's up with you? Welcome back in, sucker. Justice for Carmelo. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. And y'all talk about his parents. His daddy, that one that coined that, was it watermelon fella? Why? You know what I'm saying? His daddy the one that coined that shit. And you coming in. Slum Deezy. What's up, Slum Dog? What's up with you, Slum Dog? How you, family? What you think about all this stuff with Carmelo? Was Carmelo a victim or a villain in your eyes, family? Okay, okay. What kind of cigar you smoking? A big jump on them Winston Churchills or some laid back like a some Nicaraguan and Dominican? What's the flavor? What y'all smoking? Cuban? What y'all got? A legal Cuban over there? Which I mean, Dominicans are pretty good, and I like them Nicaraguan leaves. So what you over there smoking? Drinking that Elijah Craig. Okay, I wouldn't mind a not Elijah Craig, but a smoked old fashioned. I need to call lunching out. We need to go get some smoked old fashions, man. Around the smoke old fashions. Okay, okay. Perdomo Habano. So that's a Cuban, ain't it? That Perdomo Habano. That's a Cuban joint, ain't it? Sup, my man? I see both sides as young dumb kids. Yep, making moves they didn't quite think it out, and sad both sides outfit. And that's so true. That's my opinion of it too, Slumdog. Two dumbass youngins clashing. I mean, I didn't even know the repercussions would kind of like reverberate all around the world. They didn't know that. Dave Chappelle fled. Wow, Subaru. You know what? No, no more. No, 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 no. He was not. David Chappelle was trying to escape the Prince Hall Masons. Them niggas is having strip parties and drinking Crown Royal. It is not chasing no fucking Dave Chappelle, man. The Prince Hall Masons is no less a social group now. They don't have no power, fam. They barely wanted to give those brothers a fucking charter. If y'all not familiar with the Prince Hall Masons, it's a Masonic order for black people, predominantly because it was started by a guy by the name of Prince Hall in Boston, Massachusetts. He was a business owner, a freedman. He helped fund the Revolutionary War. He went all the way to England and asked for his own chapter, and they gave him it was called the Ethiopian or African chapter of the Masons that y'all all say are part of the Illuminati with the Shriners and all those crazy ass fraternal orders. But nah, uh, man, that ain't you so off kilter with it, fam. Like Subaru. But yeah, I could say that too. I'm from the '80s and the '70s, and that's wrong. We roamed everywhere. I came up different than Captain. I'm saying I went everywhere. Just as well when I was a young cat, I didn't keep it strictly to my area. I was all over neighboring cities and suburbs, fam. Have gun real travel type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like. Make sure y'all taking a poll. Um, was Carmelo a victim or villain? So far, 23% victim, 67% villain. And then, okay, the 10%, the 50-50. See, some of y'all are thinking rational that maybe it was their youth, man. Two young motherfuckers clashing and bumping heads. They ain't know what it was. You know what I mean? They probably now realizing where he is, Carmelo is, the other boy, he didn't get a chance to think. What we doing here, we might want to step back because it all happened so fast, probably. Regrets, man. Regrets. Smash that like y'all. Share me out, man. Make sure y'all taking a poll. Well, the poll ain't over with yet, homie. And Wooski, why do you have a black guy's name? You watch too much motherfucking documentaries on Chicago hitters too. See how y'all jock black people, but y'all always want to come in and make fun, Wooski. And the real Wooski will split your daggone wig. Y'all is terrible, man. This country will never be united because the very subject in which we are discussing is too profitable. Right, Captain? You thinking the right way, and that's what it is. It's all propaganda promotion to make profit, man. Half of these preachers is, matter of fact, all of these preachers is prophets for profit. Ain't nobody trying to bring you to God, because then they won't be caught up in all this bullshit. Because if they really was close to God, they wouldn't be doing no ungodly shit, because they know God knows. So you got to listen to them and then say, how the fuck he believe in God and he's doing everything that God wouldn't do? Can you understand it? The prophecy is live. Man, stop that bullshit. You too conspiracy out. You probably got on a fucking aluminum, one of them aluminum foil hat, Subaru. Wooski, no, you didn't. And I knew you was a white boy. Somebody used to call you no damn Wooski. But you know what? I ain't gonna take that from him. You probably did. They probably did call your ass Wooski because you got a big ass head. Oh, you old as fuck too. They might have called you Wooski. You old as fuck, Wooski. What happened with that porch party, man? Smash that light. For Malcolm. Wow, I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking Malcolm X sacrifice, man. And Dave Chappelle. You don't need Malcolm X, the Maces, and Dave Chappelle. God damn. You know what I feel like? You are now watching Mad TV or some bullshit. Ah, dog. You really got that on thinking too deep. God damn. Separate the English from the Dutch, man. Yeah, yeah. Smash that light. The most dangerous citizens in America are black conservative men and women. You just changed up some shit Malcolm X said about the most dangerous person in the motherfucking was a white liberal women. Y'all is terrible. You see how you try to change that up, Captain? Nah, dog. And guess why black people are not catching hell? Because they're not even involved in this stuff. We too busy trying to motherfucking be entrepreneurs and get on Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that shit. We got our own little culture going on, if y'all can't tell. But y'all like to make mockery of it because we make content for y'all to make mockery of everybody going at each other. That's what we've been taught. That goddamn on Willie Lynch shit. The black go against the light skin, the tall go against the short, the fat go against the skinny. It's all separation. Who ain't got this shoe go against who got that shoe. That's just what we've been taught, and that's what we've been given. We haven't shooken that yet. So stop talking about some old bullshit, man. Okay, what school did you go to, Wooski, in the eighth grade? What area were you from? Okay, it was. Okay, that's what it is, Wooski. I'm gonna give you a fucking a jacket just because of your name, and you seem interested and intelligent, Wooski. And if that is your name, wear it well in here. You don't have to fucking zap nobody or nothing as a moderator. I just got everybody that's a cool conversation so I can remember that we talked, and you know what I mean, just respecting that you did come in, show respect, whether we had disagreements or not in our conversations, you still maintain and showed integrity. Salute, Wooski. You're a moderator now. You with the BMC. You know what I mean? Act accordingly in here, like my boy the really says. That's what it is. Beaver County native. Y'all motherfuckers having a reunion in this bitch. Beaver County native here. Y'all probably from Amish country. You know what I mean? Give me a Dutch oven, man. Give me a deal on a Dutch oven, man. We have a every night we have a fucking reunion in here. Somebody wrote monkey in space. Hold on, bitch ass nigga. We chilling and you come in here with the monkey in space shit. Let me see who was that? Cause Michelle Obama, the matriarch. Lord, you is hey yo, Subaru, I'm gonna get your crazy ass out of here. Now you don't mix. Michelle Obama, the matriarch, is chasing Dave Chappelle, the prophet, with the Prince Hall Masons. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Absurd. Carmelo Citizen triggers the streets. Wow. You thought of all this shit on what? Because I don't want none. But maybe I know somebody up the street that might want to get that fucking high. Because you got to be fucking high out your goddamn head. Look, while the UFC White House ritual 6/15/26 attacks the matriarch in the full chaos, the transition from the who the fuck is got that going? Dude, who sent you? That shit crazy. You sound stupid as hey Subaru. Stop. And then you texting this shit fast. I'm about to put slow motion on so you can't do it. I let y'all rock. And you come in here with this shit. Stop. I'm about to put this shit on slow motion. Free. Do 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 do. Hey, free. You see this conspiracy? That shit ain't got nothing on our foundation of Black Americans and that we was here before the white man. Look at this shit. What he said? He said Michelle Obama, UFC wrestling, the Prince Hall Black Mercedes Masons was chasing Dave Chappelle on some ritualistic coalition of the living. I mean, to start the race war, and that Karmelo Anthony's sentencing is supposed to set it off. God damn, Subaru, stop fucking sniffing gas, man. You're supposed to put it in your tank. No, I'll tell you what if something to get to you that something you don't need to. No, I'll tell you what if something to get that something you don't need to be on it. What you talking about, Steve? No shit, small world. Robinson Mall. Oh my God, we not gonna have no fucking family reunion here, y'all motherfuckers. Well, go ahead, do y'all. Y'all might have met up at the mall. He might have beat your ass at the mall, Captain. Y'all might be cousins. Wooski and the Captain. Captain, just because you Wooski cousin, I'm gonna give you a jacket too. The Captain, because you know what I'm saying? Y'all family. I like to keep your family here. That's what's up. Welcome in. Don't come in here zapping nobody. Just conversate. See there, free. I done hooked up some cousins. All both of them from goddamn on Buck Tussle County. I think it's Buck Tussle County, right? Y'all both was at the rodeo at the same time. He might have been a little younger. He might have saw you on your horse. That was you. They all from Buck Tussle County, man. It is what it is, man. Beaver, okay, Beaver County. I know it was Buck Tussle, Beaver County. Shit, god damn. What's the big business in Beaver County? Where they got replenishment centers? Do they got a meal? What's the where everybody work at in Beaver County? The penitentiary. Bro, sounds like a skit from Living Color. You see, pretentious man gets us consequences from the brother, man. Oh yeah, you see, I sound like remember the Muslim nigga. When he played the Muslim, he say, "Undouche me." When the Wayans boy, the bald head one, when he say, "The proclivities of the vagina in the male situation is the prostration." Oh wait, undouche me. I know, yeah. You see, I sound like that. Y'all funny, man. It's always good to laugh, family. I understand why you say that though, but this shit for real. Yeah, Marlon. Nah, that wasn't Marlon. That was Damien. Slum, that was Damien. He had the little hat on. He had the little hat on. Damien had the little Muslim hat on. In my incarceration, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. Yeah, Beaver County is in PA. That's why I say y'all probably Amish. That's why I told you to get me a Dutch oven. I know where y'all at. Y'all up the street for what's that rich neighborhood that's up there by Kensington? But that's in Kensington, the people that really own the neighborhood, that own all the houses, live up in that rich neighborhood. Ain't that straight past there? Okay. Are y'all how far y'all from the King's Highway? Yeah, Lancaster. But what's the part where the people that own all the shit in Kensington live? Well, how far y'all from the King's Highway? I'm gonna give you a little trivia on the King's Highway. The King's Highway is the predecessor to 95 South and I mean 95 in the Turnpike. It's called the King's Highway. It started out in what the area they call Pennsylvania now. Are y'all even aware of the King Highway? Smash that like y'all. Share me out. It's 80 y'all in here, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get them likes up right quick, man. Shout out everybody that's coming through. But is it considered the King's Highway? Because the King's Highway started out as a trail for Native Americans and Native Black Americans that they used that went from as far north as like New York City and as far south as like Virginia. And it was a natural trail that the natives followed. And when William Penn and them came to Pennsylvania, they took part of it and kind of like Europeanized it and was using it. And then that kind of like expanded and started the highway system in America. The basic road system. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say the interstate, it's the highway. Damn, it's Kings Highway, Broadway, and MLK Street everywhere. Yeah, free. Yeah, yeah. But I'm talking about the Kings Highway that was like the white folks called it the Kings Highway. It was just a trail that the natives had used. Know what I mean, chilling, Fatal Cool. What's been up with you, brother? I ain't heard from you, man. What's up, Fatal Cool? Fatal Cool. Fubu, for us, by us, is the official. Wow. You don't put Fubu in with this shit. Let's see. Michelle Obama, David Chappelle, Fubu, Prince Hall Masons, God damn. So Damian John, the one that's on Shark Tank, he got something to do with this shit too with it. Man, Subaru, stop it. Okay, it was in Buck County. Yep, right there. Exactly. It was right outside of Philly. You know what I'm talking about? The Kings Highway. But it has its birth in Native Americans created that path. When the Europeans found out about it, it was cooler because it was already damn near clear. So they felt safe traveling. And they put their patty rollers and their highwaymen, the computer, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The patty rollers was out there. Smash that like that's what it is, Booski. You got a little German in you. Most people from Philadelphia, German. No fighting ass Germans too. Smash that light. I'm so pissed that I found out Dave Chappelle was going to be in Cleveland tomorrow. Missed an opportunity to take my wife. Wow. Dave Chappelle, funny. Old Dave Chappelle. This dude, Dave Chappelle, he talk like a robot. You can't believe shit he says. It's like Jay Z. He got to rap about billionaire shit because you ain't in the streets no more. You don't know what the streets doing. Dave Chappelle ain't really in the comedy no more. It ain't fun for him no more. It's money. You know what I mean? It's business. So the shit gets political and stuff like that. I don't want my comedy political politics mixed with my comedy. I got enough of that. Smash that like. What's going on with you, Fatal Cool? We discussing this. Was Carmelo the victim or the villain? Well, you know, the Underground Railroad was just white guilt. Some white folks that knew that shit wasn't right and had to. They tried to free them boys. You feel me? I got it. Wow, Dave Chappelle makes you upset and think about shit. Wow, can't no nigga make me upset and think about things, but goddamn riding on if you disrespect. What Dave Chappelle says should not be affecting you. That's why I say I don't need no entertainer or sports figure to interpret my politics and my life skills. Nope. What he says can't upset me. You said kick it back, max and relaxing like a player do. I hope you ain't wearing gray and blue. You probably wearing black and red. I mean, fatal cool, fatal cool. Nah, you probably got on some green. Yeah, all that shit, Dave Chappelle and all them, they just entertainment. Once I turn them off, I turn them off. They don't influence nothing I do. That's why I just say I wouldn't vote for an entertainer like that because that's all they're gonna do is entertain. All right, Wooski. Salute, fam. Make sure you holler back, man, and share me out, making that green fatal cool. That's what it is. That's what it is, Wooski. Dope conversation, man. You're welcome anytime to come and express your opinion, whether we agree or not, man. Your opinion is your opinion. And y'all stop getting scared when my voice get loud. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to talk over you. You know how we do when we going back and forth. We try to talk over a motherfucker. I only say that because he brings up pieces. Yeah, Dave Chappelle sucks, man. He's part of the problem. All right. Appreciate you too, fam, for coming through with that super support, Booski. Know what I mean? Everybody. I mean, make sure y'all double tapping the stream. You sharing me out. You getting over there, turning on the BMC notification so you know when we going live and have these dope conversations. Also, like I said, I got the e-bike foundation going on. Y'all, yeah, come on, man. Go over there and donate your dollar to the BMC e-bike foundation. It's gonna be a cool affair. We're gonna cop it, e-bike with the dough. We're gonna ride around and we're gonna go to a lot of interesting sites and politics. In the meantime, get an eye fool or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take y'all on like a Ripley's Believe It or Not. Now, I mean, some of that shit might be on the motherfucking other side of things, but most of it gonna be about history and America. You know what I'm saying? So get over there and donate that $1. Wooski, before you go hit the Cash App up. Black Money Trust. You'll see this logo. Black Money Trust. Cash App sign first. And donate that dollar to the BMC E-Bike Foundation. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. And thank y'all for all that super support. Even if you're not able to donate to the E-Bike Foundation, I thank you for even coming through, dropping your 1-2s on the chat screen. Greatly appreciated for the support. Because you can support more than it doesn't always take money to support. Supporting is when you see me, notification come on that I'm live, share me out. Double tap the stream. And if you are highly opinionated and you want to voice your opinion, I might answer back. Leave an opinion underneath of this live screen. Was Karmelo the victim or the villain? What's your answer? Leave it underneath the live screen if you really want a response directly. Maybe it depends on what you got to say. If you're if you're weaponizing something, save it. Damn, Subaru. Now you Pelly had something to do with too. The coats. Pelly double skin and Masonic uniform. It bridges Malcolm's sacrifice and the 2006 Carmelo sentencing, while OJ's 33 paved the way. Chappelle, the matriarch, Michelle found and my fucking big boy from Outkast voice. Boy, stop. You tripping. Hey, Free, you see this shit? Right. It's just math, man. But it'll get there. It'll get there because guess what? You know, the bike that I was looking at for 7 something, now that shit is down to 5. It's a little over 500. So I'm almost halfway there. That's all I'm looking for is that dollar to push us further. I'm halfway there. Yo. Hey, yo, Free, you better go put some money on that SpaceX. The little bit of investment that I did with the SpaceX, bucking and booming. Catch it now. Catch the motherfucking tail of that motherfucking tiger because it's gonna blow like Bitcoin. I'm saying, I'm telling you, they wouldn't be giving that more around $1 trillion if it wasn't. Can you imagine the interest off a trillion? If you got a free 100, put it on that shit. If you got 100 to lose, if you was about to go trick off with a shorty and buy some lobster tails and all that shit tonight, that shit what $150? Shit, go take that 100 and put that shit on some SpaceX. I bet you it worked for you. If you got a G, put it up there. But any extras you got, I'm telling you, that SpaceX is the new Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, they getting up out of the way. That's why. And you see how the gas might go down because some way they don't link the gas and everybody 401k plan also is linked to the SpaceX shit because it's the final frontier. And I keep telling y'all, the person who makes the $1 trillion is going to be the one that um replaces the internet and the phones and shit. And guess what? Lo and behold, this motherfucker just became a trillionaire. So whatever he's brewing up is going to be what's going to replace the phone, the internet, and the system that we know now, like with the Amazon and everybody showing up at your door as soon as you order it. It might get a little bit more faster. It might be a little bit more AR. Everybody's talking about AI. AI is just a program that is ran off of like the artificial brain. AR is the artificial world, augmented reality. We gotta realize that we might be living augmented reality right now. Because look, we got Subaru writing on this talking about the Pelly jackets and shit. You got to be on something. I don't want none, but I might be know somebody that wants some of that. He got to be on Shroom, Steve. Steve, you feeling me? Steve, are you reading that shit? Subaru tripping, but do you Subaru? Hey, I can't tell you what the goddamn on who to sock it to. Nah, fam, I came to the conclusion I don't want any part of this. But you're gonna have to be in it because we're in augmented to reality free. The only way you're gonna get out of it is just you got to get off the planet. Because anywhere you go, whatever you're doing, remember if they create this shit, they just allowing you to do it. They're allowing people not to be with it because maybe that's the argument reality they're giving you. The false sense that you bucking. In reality, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. Oh yeah. What y'all be talking about, Captain? And what kind of fish are you fishing for and what kind of bait do you use? Obama's deal with Iran cost American lives. So did Donald Trump's deal. Americans got killed with this shit too. So what's the difference? Okay, I read that wrong, Dust. You said Obama's deal with Iran cost no American lives and it spent no American money. The money that Iran got was the money that the Shah of Iran left on the table when he had to get out of there when the Khomeini people was coming to get his ass. So he left a billionaire. The Shah Iran left a billionaire. Remember that. This wasn't just some nigga that was running his shit and they was giving him some fault. They was, you know what, the Europeans were putting false monarchies to control. You understand what I'm saying? Jerry said he was a villain. Well, now money is falling off. Yeah, I remember that shit, Steve. What was that about? That's gonna be a new video game. Watch. That shit gonna be Black Hawk Down in Iran. Because remember the Black Hawk Down was from Mogadishu. That's gonna be a new video game. Black Hawk Down in Iran. I bet money. When y'all see it, tell them they owe Black Money some money. When they make the video game, Call of Duty Black Hawk Down in Iran or whatever that helicopter was. What was that airship that got shot down? What was it, John? It was the A something. What was it, Steve? That's gonna be the new video game. Jerry said, villain again. Why? Speak your piece, Jerry Garcia. And you got any of that dancing bear acid, Jerry? Or you know you a motherfucking a Ben and Jerry's got that on ice cream flavor. But I want to know if you got into that acid, Jerry. Smash that like shout out Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. Steve, what's your favorite Grateful Dead song? I like Fish as opposed to Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead too goddamn overrated. Fish is a little bit better. Okay, with the minnows, do you keep them live? You put the hook right in their back. Okay, to get for the crappies. Okay, walleye from the boat, being on the water. Okay, okay. You ever fished in the Atlantic Ocean? You ever heard of Hatteras and all that Outer Banks? I fish over there all the time. Shore Drive, the Rudy Inlet. That ain't nothing like that ocean fishing. I don't even eat fish. Garcia is a Latino last name. So what they got to do with anything? You know, George Bush the third is a Latino last name too, because that's who George Bush the third is, a Latino. That's Jeb boy. Jeb married a motherfucking Mexican. So now George Bush the third is Latino. I wonder if he's going to get into politics to become the president. Is he going to be the first Latino president, or is dude Mark Rubio? That's what y'all not taking into consideration. If Mark Rubio wins, he's going to have two things in his favor. He's going to be a Catholic, in which the Catholic Pope is American, and then he will be Latino, which I mean, smash that light. You say it's the sky blue? No, that is because of the atmosphere mixing with the clouds and the reflection from the stuff like the cerebrous areas that gives you the blue. I mean, no, the earth is not, the sky is not blue, fam. Yeah, I see your name that said the sky's blue. Your opinion sucks. Well, guess what? Your name sucks, and so do you. You're a fucking downer with a name like that. Okay? Yeah. Your opinion is appreciated. Because I know you was a motherfucker that just made that to get under my skin, but all you did was get on my last motherfucking nerve with your box head. Vance and Rubio. Vance got some Hispanic in him too. Because you know he lying. You know he lying. But I'm gonna tell y'all, Marco Rubio, what's his position in the government? Obama showed me who all the racists on my street are. Wow. Why you say that, Space Dust? Because all of them were saying they hate Obama. Damn. I honestly don't care who the next president is, just as long as small people aren't involved. If you know, you know. Look at JJ clowns. You the clown, you the one that took the time to write that. Remember, y'all, you will never be disrespected by someone doing better than you. It's always some low life dick sucker that's always coming in saying some crazy shit, man. Show some integrity. Even if you don't have it, at least act like you do. You come in and just disrespect. Well, Americans are having an American conversation. You come in and say clowns. JJ Chiefs. You the fuck nigga that you always been. And I'm like Donald Trump. You know Donald Trump said you'll always be second class. You never be first rate. Go sit down. Go take some fucking potassium pills. Eat a banana or something. Your knees cracking. Cut it out. The small hat people who? The Yarmulke boys. Because I am white and the other white people feel safe to say terrible things. Oh, they was giving you the inside about black people. That's crazy, Space. Did you agree with any of it, to be honest? Right, and you just responded with your weak ass. See what I'm saying? You just responded. See what I'm saying? I bet you can't just not say nothing in this chat. You're gonna respond again. Watch, because that's what you're looking for. You want to pick a fight with a big dog because you always been a little chump. But now the internet allows you to be Twitter fingers, and I can't get my hands around your neck, so you'll say any motherfucking thing because you feel comfortable. But it's all good. Go ahead and shine your big time. It's all good. Right, free. I told y'all, look, I told you, you just had to say something because you a fuck nigga. That's what my girl does. Because that's what women do. They refuse to let you win an argument. But you a full grown goddamn man. Nah, I ain't got slow mode on. YouTube blocked you. Maybe you were saying something that they don't want you to say, fam. Ain't nobody block you. You will see it in this chat screen, and our people will see it, whoever blocked you. Amber tripping. Yeah, that's a racist attack. I don't like it. If you can't wait to start my new channel, I'm gonna grow herb here in Ohio legally. Give it away. Okay, make sure you send me some. Okay, make sure you come through and drop the link every time too, Captain. And we'll give you some support over here because we don't have just the brothers over here, man. It's a motherfucking intricate plethora of people that's all free thinkers. All of us not over here one way. Everybody got their own, you know what I mean, decisions in this chat. That's I don't like yes men. If me and you agree, we agree. But if we agree because I agree, I don't like that. I don't like yes men. You got to do you and have your own thinking. We might not agree on everything, but I gotta say that. I mean, okay, Steve, y'all can link up then. I need 10% of it. I need my cut. Ain't no fucking linking up in here on growing no weed or nothing if y'all don't send me a fruit pound, Steve. I grow weed in Ohio. What kind of weed was you growing, Steve? Look, you don't put stop this shit, Subaru. Stop it, man. Stop it, Steve. Stop it, Subaru with the bullshit. Now the Freedom 250, the, man, you just hey, I know you ain't got no gas in your car. You just sniffing it all, man. Stop, dude. Chill. We're trying to let you hang out. And you old as a motherfucker. Yeah. Stop before I get you out of here. You old as a bitch. You had this fucking Gmail for goddamn on 15 years, man. Subaru, you been on the internet with this crazy shit. 5 years after YouTube was made, you was on the internet for 15 years with the same name. You crazy as batshit. He buying mystery boxes of used diapers off the dark web. He buying something, no, he buying brown frogs from the Amazon, licking their back and getting intoxicated. He got to be on some kind of goddamn on mind altering drugs, man. For real. He smoking goddamn on weed with guano in it. That shit. He got to be. You said you want us to know if shit pop off, you with the whites. Smash that like. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna let you go ahead and so you can go ahead and wash your sheets, man. If you can put them on your head. Because right now, you're fired. Hit the showers or come in here with your old or your new Gmail if you still want to troll. Bye. Yeah, he fired Space. You know, Space. See what I'm saying? You knew it. You knew it. He out of here, baby. The fuck? Okay, Subaru. You tripping. Subaru said he is a conduit for knowledge from the universe. God damn, you the fucking Silver Surfer? I believe he used to disappropriate force, but I also believe every adult failed the young man and the adult should be held accountable. Also, why was he punished through the system so quickly? Right. No, Amber, this shit happened. If you talking about Carmelo, this shit happened last year. He was punished to the system. Yeah, they had him in jail quickly, didn't he? Dan, you going some Ganny. Steve, hit me on my Gmail. I need to buy some of that Ganny, man. Is it that sticky icky? And some great octane. Some sunshine pine. God, Steve, how the fuck you come in here every day and ain't tell me that? Hit me on my Gmail, fam. I'm serious. I'm interested in that Ganny. Even if you just if we do some seeds, like I buy some Ganny seeds from you. But I just got rid of my old rig, but I might buy a new one, a new grow tent, because you know what I'm saying. It's since I started growing, the they done came out with even more new shit to do it on a smaller scale, so you can get a big yield without having to do all the shit that we used to do. Jerry got to see the murder. I must have Subaru block. That might be the one. God block. I must have block. Who is it? Why you say that, Steve? Why you say that, Space Dust? Jonathan. Is that boy? That's why I fuck with you, Dust. What goddamn Seven Gator at? Seven Gator might be at work. Seven Gator would have recognized Jonathan. I keep forgetting about fucking Jonathan, man. He's still around. Hey, Black, what do you know is that being in the bathroom by yourself is you always alone when the shit got go down. Wow. I'm waiting on White Widow to show up. Wow, you got that White Widow popping. That's that OG. See, y'all old as fuck smoking that old good weed. That White Widow and that fucking Ganny. Y'all know that Ganny be sticky as a motherfucker. Is it the real Ganny? Is the most synthesized shit, Steve? Because I need a batch of that. I ain't playing with you. Hit me up. I'm gonna hit. Let me see something. You got your Gmail on your page. Because you be acting like you don't know about the internet, but you on the internet every night. Is it Space Dust or is it Steve that's growing the weed? Space, but I think it's goddamn. Oh, you beefing about White Widow right now? Space Dust. You type too quick. We are all victims, says Cafe Zelberto. Cafe Zelberto, double tap the screen, go over there, turn on the notification so when we have these those conversations, you can include yourself. Subaru. It's two of y'all Subarus. Subaru, you're Jonathan, dude. Says slow mode is now on. Okay, Captain. Oh yeah, Akron is motherfucking off the chain. And you never answered me. Did you fuck with the Mighty Ducks? No, the Mighty Penguins, not the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Penguins. The Mighty Penguins, man. What you know about the Mighty Penguins? Okay, Space Dust. Salute, family. Salute, salute, salute. Thanks for coming through, showing the super support, Space. And was that you or Steve that said y'all was going to read? Let me see. Was that my boy Steve or was that Space Dust? Whoever it was, nigga. I need y'all to go ahead and get the care package. Okay, it was Space Dust. Get the care package wrapped up. Oh, with Steve. Okay, Space. Steve, I know you in here somewhere eating your toenails. I need a package of that Gaddy, boy. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Mighty Ducks. I mean the Mighty Penguins. I just know about it. One of my nephews used to play for him. He played for the Miami Hurricanes, and then something happened in motherfucking Miami, and so he still carried on his education. He completed it playing for the Mighty Ducks. I mean the Mighty Penguins. God damn. Oh yeah, I got some. I got some. I ain't bullshitting. That's where I get my seeds from. I just got out of the. I just got out of the business because you know what I mean. It's just too tiresome, man. I just got out of it, man. I'm a smoker. That's where I get my seeds from, y'all. Here, hold on. I'll show you some. I think this is some OG Kush right here. I ain't never, I mean, did nothing with them. But you right. That's what exactly where you say you got your seeds from. That's where I get my seeds from. Hold on. What I do with the bullshit? Right here, Steve. You know I got you, baby. I got some right here. Look at the QR code too, y'all. If y'all interested in this shit, get some seeds or something. It's called the Homegrown Cannabis Company. You said he was a villain. Melon Felon says free Carmelo. You wrote that shit earlier. You got to be a fucking both of y'all got to be both of y'all were just here at the same time. Y'all are fucking what do you call it? Bots. Melon Felon and Sky Ruin. Y'all came in here earlier and said the same two things. That's crazy, man. Who's paying you, man? That's crazy. Y'all motherfucking came in here and said the same thing. Look at that. Melon Felon. You took your time and created this bullshit, fam. And you know what's so crazy? You're not even American, dude. You're fucking Australian. Damn. You said he was a dumbass. Sadiq. What's up with you, family? Yo, I think it was his age and everything. Him and the white boy. But here goes some OG Kush right here, man. Some little seeds. Smash that like the 2025 Roomy fake. Some friends here just chaos, pollen, distracting from the junk. See, when we stop that bullshit, you get me off track with all that crazy shit. Yeah, that's all I want is a gift. All I want is to give me a birthday gift. Share with me. I'm not trying to buy nothing from you. Just give me a birthday gift, Steve. I'm gonna let you know the PO box or the address I want you to send it to. Smash that like, y'all. The Muhammad backdoor treatment intro. You got to bring the size of a pea. He's a killer. Remember, he stabbed people. He's going to prison with. That's where you stab people at. You think somebody gonna fuck with him? Go sit down, man. Matter of fact, go take a nap and eat a bologna sandwich. Your hemoglobin down. Well, yeah, y'all want to get y'all some weed, man, some weed seeds. Y'all think about growing homegrown cannabis company, man. Steve said that's where he get his from. That's what it is. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. You don't smoke, but you what you do with the weed? Okay, you about to give it. So you really be into the serious shit, Captain. What can I get in touch with you at to get me some of this constipation weed, man? I feel a little cataract in my eye. You feel me? What can I get at to get some of that shit, man? I'm a weed smoker. I'm a connoisseur. Maybe we can do a little promo for you. What's good with it? Hit me up. I'm done talking about it with you. Me and Steve. Steve, let me get some of that Ganny, man. Captain might just be pulling our leg, going weed for people with cancer. That's what it is. So they got a little cataract in my eye. Right, hood politics versus the suburbs. A lot of them don't really know what it is to come up in the hood. That's why he had that knife. And like 50 Cent say, if I ain't got a knife on me, bet I got a gun on me. Hey, Free, I just finished watching a documentary about black people in Russia. And the black people in Russia are just like the black Americans. But they look at, they have African in their background, but they seem more American than African. I'm gonna do a deep dive into that documentary too because it was very insightful on what Black people think in Russia, what they think about American people, and how they are treated in Russia. It's crazy, man. I'm doing a deep dive on it, so y'all stay tuned for that. He said Curtis Jackson is Messiah. Wow, you got to start drinking, man, for real. Put it, you got to drink some Apple Crown Royal or some shit, man. You drink some Parmesan or something, talking like that, man. Yeah, the Russian icons are all black. The baby and the mama. The Greek Orthodox Church, the icons are all black. The Roman Church are all black. Go look the other day when the Pope was in Spain and he was in Barcelona and he went and did that prayer. Go look at what color the fucking Madonna was. She was black and the baby. Okay, go. Did you see the Pope doing them rituals the other day? Because y'all know that shit ain't real and he's still doing it. Let you know it's a ritual. He knows that he's not a direct motherfucking conduit to God, and you know it too. You know what I'm saying? But he's still doing the ritual, pouring olive oil on this thing and then laying on it, and these people are watching. And this time it's being motherfucking live streamed because everybody that had their phone on them. Don't you think if that was so godly, they wouldn't have it wouldn't be so motherfucking transparent? Come on, man. Apple Crown Royal is the ritual drink of the 2020 loop, 35% above. Man, stop it, Subaru. Apple Crown Royal is the runoff of all them purple bags that was sold that your uncle and your aunts and everybody drank because they thought it was like taking a step above because it was and the cap was plastic. It was just fucking rock gut whiskey. I mean, it was another counterpart to it called Shavish Regal. That didn't get as much play as Crown Royal. Y'all remember Shavish Regal? You smoking some banana punch? Okay, that's what it is, Luigi. What's up with you? Welcome back in. What's up with you? Yeah, that's why. But where's the video at? You know what I mean, and that's why there's no proof of the Jesus shit, and that's why they get. That's why the Italian church in Spain, Rome and Spain are so deeply entwined because Spain first helped them get the shit that they doing off by way of you know what I mean, co-signing them doing all that shit in the name of God, colonizing the whole goddamn continent. I know they keep all the truth about biblical. Well, all the deities all around the world are black. You notice that Shiva, Kali Ma in India. What's the dark skinned one that he's the protagonist in the Indian tales of the what's that shit called the Bhagavad Gita the dark one is the motherfucking is it Rama? Is his name Rama? Okay, the black Buddha with the bun on his head. Y'all know the Buddha is just like Jesus Christ. The Buddha is the Jesus Christ of Asia. It's not Jesus Christ, it's the Jesus Christ because there's so many different variants and forms of the Buddha in his teachings. But the original Buddha was Santa Atta, the one that you see that he always skinny with the bun on top of his head looking like a black man. That's the original Buddha, was a black man who achieved nirvana, Santa Atta. But they got the fat Buddha. I know y'all seen the fat Buddha. They use his likeness on like fucking True Religion jeans, the fat Buddha, the laughing Buddha with the big ears. And then y'all also know is the one with the skinny face that almost looks like a female. Is that Buddha? And then it's the Jesus Buddha when you see him doing this shit. That's the Jesus Buddha. And then it's the Buddha with the long white beard, who is really Pai Mei. The white bearded dude that be on all the karate joints, and he be like the old nigga. He's also in like what's them karate video games? Not Raiden, but the one Pai Mei. He's in all the karate movies. He's a Chinese deity. You know what I mean? He's like the Odin of China. I gotta know. Man, I ain't gonna keep schooling y'all. Black people are the original folk. The double helix, Brahme. Wow, Subaru. DNA of the masses. I like that though. I like that talk right there though. The DNA of the masses, but that other shit around it is crazy. Smash that light. But yeah, Buddha is the Jesus Christ of Asia. Free. He done said the one thing he got us tangled and twisted in that crazy shit now that we agreeing with him. This shit got to stop. Like what Andre 3000 say on that joint. Watching ceiling fans go round. You know what I'm saying? Black Jesus, the Vatican, hidden anchor. Yeah, we know. Salute, Super. I'm gonna give you a jacket because you out of all that tangle and twisted shit you said, you made sense. So I agree with it. I mean, I don't like the way you got to the point you was trying to prove with all that motherfucking mystic got daggone Egyptian lover shit. But hey, baby, you got there, family. So I'm gonna put a jacket on you. Salute, Subaru. Welcome in. You crazy as a motherfucker, but that's what it is. All of us are a little bit crazy, especially after that pandemic shit. Everybody suffered a little bit of PTSD because motherfuckers ain't know whether it was their last breath. Smash that like, man. Share me out. He did free that nigga took us all the way around the tail to get to the ass. And look and behold, all he was trying to say was the original focus, black people. Salute for you for that, brother. Was Carmelo the victim or the villain, man? That's the topic of the discussion for Fruit. So let's chop it up. Let's chop it up, chop it up. Smash that like, y'all. This is the late night crowd too, Free. We usually in the morning. Won't be live in the morning, but right now I'm just catching a little late live vibe. Trying to, you know what I mean, smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Anything else going on interesting out there in the world, y'all? It's just the way it is. Things will never change. Yeah, that shit real. I don't like to quote Tupac. You know what I mean? But it's real. I mean, it'll never change. Damn, it's also it's midnight. I'm sitting at the kitchen table watching this and eating my 6-year-old cinnamon toast crunch. My wife gonna shoot me. Hey yo, let me show you something. You is terrible. This shit is fucking. It's got to be. I'm gonna show you something. I very rarely have a bowl of it, but when I'm doing it, my boo will kill me too. Look, can you see it? The shit ain't letting me register. Look, the fucking cinnamon toast crunch. That must be what 6-year-olds eat. Cause I got a 6-year-old, and that's all they fucking eating, and I'll get a bowl. My shorty will kill me too, fam. That's crazy. That's why we in here conversating. Yo, you terrible, Captain. Yeah, man, you terrible, man. And that just proves, as Americans, we have so much in common, fam. As Americans, we got so much in common, Captain. You see what I'm saying? My 6-year-old loves cinnamon toast crunch too, and that's what I'm gonna grab a bowl of if I grab a bowl of cereal. Come on, man, we got so much in common, fam. How many projects did you have to work on last year? Just passed, and you know what I mean, all school programs and moving up ceremonies and all that shit. I feel you, Playboy. No matter what color we are as Americans, we gonna find out we got a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? My 6-year-old likes that cinnamon toast crunch too. And my boo catch me eating a bowl, she'll probably go across my head. That's like you say your queen would do. See what I'm saying? We got so much in common as Americans, y'all. Stop trying to separate us. Smash that like. And I say it one more time because I'm on promo time tonight. We got to get this e-bike shit popping. Get over there and donate your dollar to the Black Money Trust, man. Smash that like, man. Share me out, y'all. Was Carmelo the victim or the villain? Can I rock? What's up, Doc? You know what I mean? Be not teaching me, y'all. I ain't. If I didn't care, I'm gonna take the fucking slow motion off so y'all can do y'all thing. I know a lot of y'all like the motherfucking text. Subaru says the Vatican rules through the city of London, finance, DC military, and Switzerland the vault. Swiss ain't the vault no more. Delaware is. And London ain't the bank no more. Is New York is. You gotta stop. You quoting all the shit that they said was gonna happen in the unseen hand too. How many times have you read the unseen hand, Subaru? If I didn't care, will I wear this silly grin? Niggas wanna ride with me. Ah, smash that like, fam. If I didn't care, would I wear this silly grin? What Sinatra you want to hear? I did it my way. What Sinatra you want to hear? I might know it. Smash that like, fam. Share me out, man. There's five of y'all in here. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna peep y'all to something. I'm gonna say this once again. If you ain't put a little bit of extras on SpaceX, I don't give a damn if you don't like Elon Musk. You know what I mean? You ain't got to tell me Subaru. A lot of people sleep on Delaware. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to tell you. I know what you're talking about, but not here, family. You know what I'm saying? But Delaware is Switzerland don't rock no more. It's Delaware, my G. That's the motherfucking offshore banking in America, though. You feel me? But you know, New York been a sovereign city. Smash that light. Look at you with the emoji and shit. You know how I do. You fucking with BMC now, family. That's all we do is politic on intellectual shit, and my understanding is infinite. Know what I mean? The wisdom is evident. Know what I mean? So what happens with London? They'll be snatched up. It's gonna turn to motherfucking Morocco. They're gonna be overran by Arabs and Nigerians. The result of their fucking United Kingdom is gonna implode on them. The very people that they sought to colonize are gonna overtake them. Look at the Indians. India is damn near. London is and UK is damn near a subsidiary of India. Okay, of Pakistan. I mean, it's being overran by fucking the Roma motherfuckers from Bulgaria. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen in London. It's going to implode. That London, London been stopped being a vocal point for money and shit like that. That's as well as the king and queen. Now the king used to be the queen have no power no more. They're just figureheads. They're no less entertainers. They dance for their money. They work for the firm. London been failed, family. Paris tried to hang in there, and that's why Donald Trump was talking to Macron today. Macron trying to make sure that Paris still can have some relevance when the United States turn full blown Chinese, because we about to go Asian with it. Watch. That's why you see a lot of panda huts popping up in your area. Smash that like. London gone, dog. It's all about Delaware right now. Dover, Delaware. I gotta stop talking and talk with you, Subaru, because you probably got there going foaming at the mouth now that the motherfucker know exactly that shit you're talking. But you know what I mean? I'm just a study of different knowledges and ways to bring it. And I understand your plight, you know what I mean? Steve, what's up with your family? I went off on a tangent on the secret society stuff, man. I read the Unseen Hand and all them crazy ass books too. L. Ron Hubbard, all type of shit, man. Smash that light. You got to be well rounded out here in the world if you want to survive, because there's so many different angles that they'll come at you. They'll come at you with the street shit and lock your ass up. They'll come at you on some business shit and take your business if it looks successful enough to make some money. They'll come at you sideways on your mortgage if they feel like you ain't ready to find line. I mean, they'll fuck you over in Medicare if you're a vet, because they know, you know what I mean, that's all you got. They probably fuck your mind up so you ain't even mentally stable enough to stick up for yourself. So they'll put your ass in a mental institution and say you got DDTs. or PTSD. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody even fighting with soldiers. They better get drones. And I read a joint on Germany where the dude that's in charge of Germany, they don't say, yeah, we got to stop depending on America for our defense. I read that. I watched a documentary on it where they were talking about now they got to be less dependent on the United States because they can't really figure out whether we friend or foe from the moves we've been making. Yeah, Germany. It's too late for them. They don't have their background in that mercenary. The Germans don't know that's like the French. I mean, not the French, but the Swiss. Where the Swiss French and the Swiss German were all part of this the Switzerland people that was known for to be mercenaries. That's why they always say they are neutral with the wars, but they send their mercenaries. They still make money off of the war, and they were master tacticians with the halberd, that long ass shit with the blade on the end of it. It ain't but some peasant tools. They were masters with that shit, that long ass halberd shit. Same shit they did they wheat with, they fought with, and they were known for their phalanxes and shit. And that spawned the Hessians that were the ones that had the green on in the Revolutionary War. It was the red, white, and blue. The Patriots they show you. Then they show you the red, the British, the red coats. Then they show you these guys with half move presses, which they show you that they Carthaginians and the blackness of them. That they offsprings from black people, and they have on green. They're in Germany because what it was when the black people was in charge of Europe by the Dark Ages and by way of Spain and the Andalus, they were married their daughters. The Moors were married their daughters to the German principality, and the princesses would then marry to the nobility in Europe, like English that had one. They done had a couple, and a lot of them come out of Hesse. Catherine the Great that went to Russia, she was out of Hesse, so she had black in her. Catherine that was in England, you know what I mean? The one that, what was the one that married Henry VIII? It was his brother's wife. She was from Spain too, a Moorish princess. Do your history, man. Smash that like, and they came out of Germany. That's why the Windsors that's in there now, King Charles and his kids, they're not fucking English. They're from Germany, and their last name is Gotha. It was the name of a fucking plane that was bombing England. That's why the Windsors got their name changed to the Windsors, which is the ancient castle that their family lived in for centuries. That's why they call themselves the Windsors because of their residence. Catherine of Aragon. Right, right. And which one of them had something to do with King James and King Charles, the two black brothers? Their mama called them black boys. I love black boys. Smash that like y'all will be surprised. Y'all keep thinking that the black presence, I'm not saying black American, but black people were prevalent in Europe. They were not African. Some of them came by way of Africa, but it was black people that came from Europe that were living in Europe. Europe whitewashed to justify the systematic slavery that they created and prospered so much off of. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Alexander Dumas, um, Karl Marx, somebody, not Hannibal, the Russian general. Um, who was the one that wrote the Three Musketeers in the Count of Monte Cristo? Was that Alexander Dumas, right? But there's another black author too. Pushkin was black. Yo, wait till my conspiracy. I just started about that one. Pushkin was black. That he was down with the communists and all that. Pushkin, he was black. Not Putin now. Pushkin. Pushkin. Google him. He was a black communist type dude. Pushkin. Smash that like. Shout out all my intellectuals that, you know what I mean, respect the mental as opposed of when a motherfucker got to get physical. I mean, that brain he got war is something else because you need to use your brain to engage in it. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Well, the black community, hold on. The black community is so bad that China makes Natasha dolls for kids to be. Wow. Chinese people always spoofing black people, but they spoof white people now. And they're not spoofing black Americans. They're spoofing Africans because they have a lot of contact with Africans who are violent because it's in the defense mechanism, because racism happens all over the world. Chinese people are racist of black people. Ain't that crazy? That ain't because we so bad. That means Chinese people are racist too. And they're racist to white people too. If you come there, they're gonna be looking at you funny. Money Mike, Money L with the green beamer, sipping Zima with this girl named Katrina. Money Mike, what's up with you, family? You said China is huge supremacy. Yeah, Chinese people are living under this shit called a social equity score. It goes by how many crimes you commit, jaywalking, all that shit included, and if you beat your wife or what you cooked last night or what's your motherfucking team that you root for. You know what I'm saying? All of it comes down to a social equity score or what your neighbors say about you. And that's how they live their life. It's like, I mean, Money Mike, what you got going on tonight, family? I'm just cooling. Chad, what's up? Chad, get over there and turn on the notification bell, man. So when we have these dope conversations, you can come through and give your input. Villain, who brought a knife to a track meet on school property, he should have been charged with that too. Wow. 35 years ain't enough. That shit would have been but 6 months ran concurrent. You don't think 35 years was enough, Tony? Okay. Okay, getting that bag, right. Was it Goyard the coach? You know what I mean? That's the scale of how big that bag was. Goyard, you made some money. Coach, you know what I mean? You said one enough time for a life. Wow. You don't think it could have been an accidental murderer or it was just a result of two young niggas that were unsupervised and they bucked and killed each other? Well, one of them got killed and the other one got put physically killed. He'll never be in the real world again until he do that time. Smash that like 15 of y'all in here now. We fluctuating like cryptocurrency, man. Y'all don't think that was something that they did in their youth, man. There was two young dummies, man, clashing. Two young dummies clashing. Smash that like, fam. You said Carmelo ain't do nothing wrong. Free my dog. Sometimes ain't no time to bring the fist. How do we know? We haven't seen the tape, but whether he could have felt like he was outnumbered. He had. Oh, didn't they say dude was bigger than him? Sometimes he. You know what I mean, it's quicker to just go ahead and stab him. Okay, breezy too easy. You say self defense. Salute. I'll go for it. Self defense. That's what I said too. Not stupid white people, but I said maybe he jumped on the knife. He probably ran up and ain't he ran up too fast, throwing fist and got poked. He didn't fools rush in. He didn't think maybe this nigga got a knife. He just ran up and tried to do his thing. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Smash that like, y'all. Social victim, yet villain, no less. Okay, okay. Okay, I understand why you say that. Didn't see where they dismissed four black teachers from the jury pool. They said they couldn't be partial because they're children. Wow. I didn't see that either. Right, every race on the jury did not support. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe the debt was stacked against them. Even if they put a black person up there, not necessarily saying that they're going to support the black community. Every black person doesn't support the black community, and that just is what it is. Every black person does not support the black community. Smash that like. 13 of y'all in here. Let's get them likes up, man. It's 26 likes and 13 likes. 26 likes and 13 people, man. One of y'all ain't double tap that stream. Since, would you feel like that both of them was at fault because of their age? They was two young dummies fighting. Look, one time I came out of the house. My son, he's like 35 years old now, but when he was probably around, let's say 21, 22, 23, 24, I came out the house and he was having a fight with this guy. He had a knife, and that guy had one of those metal for sale signs with the stick part with the metal part, and they were swinging, and it was sharp, and they were swinging at each other like knife fighting and sign fighting. I said, y'all motherfuckers put them signs down and fight like men. And both of them put the signs down, but they ain't even want to fight. So I broke it up. I told him dap up, and I didn't jump the other dude. But you know what the young boy took away from that? He was like, uh, OG Black real, because he could have whooped my ass and jumped me. My family was like, we could have jumped him. But like I said, it was a fair fight. They didn't fight after they put their shit down. I told them carry their motherfucking ass. But what the young boy took away from it was, a fight is a fight. That's how I feel. Y'all throw hands, put the weapons down. But sometime in the heat of, the moment, ain't no time to put nothing down. And it's just like you react, You scared. He was scared, the other boy was scared. You think dude wanted to die. When he really realized that that dude stabbed him in his chest, the fear that he probably was feeling, that he ran up on this black dude and this dude done stabbed him. Can you imagine him talking to himself fading out? That's what y'all don't realize. Y'all just seeing like he poked him and his lights went out. That motherfucker smelt that boy. The last person breath that he knew he was smelling that breath was Carmelo. Smash that like, y'all. I would rather he knuckle the motherfucker, but sometimes you don't have time to react. You just react. He better not had. If Hunter did, Hunter pussy. Hunter better had got in there with his brother. That's why I don't feel like Carmelo was in the wrong, because the odds was against him. If my twin brother on the scene, especially how they say they close, if they're real twins, not no average twins, if they're real twins, he better had got in there and fought with his brother. Original Irish are the indigenous Irish. Yep, they closely associated with Black Native Americans too. The Irish, not the orange ones that's up in Belfast, but the green ones, because y'all know it's two different kind of Irish. It's the orange ones and it's the green ones. Right. The Irish and the blacks were closely associated in America here too in the beginning, and that's when they had the Bacon's Rebellion and the Stono Rebellion. When the Irish and the blacks bucked, that's when they created the word white and black to separate us as men. They kept the whites as the lowest form of white men, and then right after that, it was the blacks. So what they did was sign all the whites over that they would be indentured servants, and they could work for 7 to 14 years and get their freedom. But the blacks will work indefinitely for their whole life as slaves, and that's crazy. After the Bacon's Rebellion and Stono Rebellion, and when you first heard somebody say a white man and a black man, that's the first time you ever heard of that shit on the planet. Never in Europe. It was always nationality, where you were born. It didn't matter what color you were, it's where you were born. That's why you can't tell that black people was involved, because then they go as black Germans, black Spanish, black French, because those nations didn't even exist in the form they exist today. So after the Stono Rebellion and Bacon's Rebellion in what they call the 13 colonies that separated the Irish and the black people by way of white and black. The white ones, the white slaves were given indentured servitude, 7 to 14 years, and all the black ones were given eternal servitude, slaves. Do your research, man. That's the first time when the fucking white man and black man shit came up. And that's what it should be. Smash that like, y'all. A juvenile can't get the death sentence. Wow. 35 years is a death sentence to a juvenile. It was a hate crime. He should have got a death penalty, Clinton. Right. Wow. How was it a hate crime? It was two young niggas just bucking. Take away the color. It's just two young niggas acting wild. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Two mutual combatants. Both of them wanted smoke. The white boy just ain't know that um the black dude had a knife. Both of them wanted smoke. Two mutual combatants. Austin Metcalf and fucking Carmelo Anthony were mutual combatants because he didn't stab him in the back. He didn't stab him running away from him. He stabbed him straight up. He must have lunged at him or did a, I mean, he moved. But two mutual combatants. No doubt, know what I mean? Dude shouldn't have had the knife, but both of them was in agreement that we got beef and we bucking. Know what I'm saying? So y'all can kill that shit that he's a murderer. You can't kill nobody that throw themselves on a knife. How was it a hate crime? Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Was Carmelo Anthony the victim or the villain, man? 5 of y'all in here, man. Thanks for that super support, man. Whether it's 5 or 5,000, your opinion matters and is greatly appreciated. Thanks for your participation. Let's look at the poll so far. Carmelo Anthony, victim, 21%. Villain, 66%. 50-50, 13%. So 13% of y'all on the fence. That's what it is. He was a victim of a two-tier system, right? Well, like I say, it always go like that. When a white person, young white person, do something, is young white person deserve a second chance, made a mistake. When a young black person does it, is heinous murderer facing the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I'm just surprised how fast they got him in the penitentiary. As soon as he got that sentence, he was goddamn gone on the bus. God damn. But that's what it is. It's the media and everything. When a young white boy do something, he'll get a fucking redeeming chance. He'll get a chance. Even if they give him time, they give him some kind of boot camp. This guy here, Carmelo, in which my boy Chuckin and Javin had put up something about the different people, the different things that happen in Texas with different instances of people that taking other kids' lives. The Iberia. Why do you say that? God protect me, my G. Why you say that, fam? Smash that like. The obelisk. Oh, my bad. Why do you say God protect me? Is this my boy, man? El Chigon, the badass Mexican. Okay, okay, Diabolus. Bonjour. Bonjour, Diabolus. Bonjour. Smash that like. I'm not educated enough on the conversation around the topic in the poll. If it's Trump versus anyone, that's easy. Anyone. Wow. Sinead Jones, what's going on? Right, you say you usually get 30 days. That's at where I'm from. You do. When they tell they come get you, they don't take you there that day unless you get like the electric chair. So is they ain't got to worry about where you going at. They know that you're going to. You know what I mean? Where the electric chair is housed. Oh yeah, you said you're not educated on that enough. Jones, that's what it is. But Diablo, do you speak French or are you in France? Some people speak French down in France because y'all know when they colonized, a lot of Africans speak French. It's like the colonizer language in um, Africa is France. A lot of different tribes and countries can communicate because they all have one thing in common. They were colonized by French or Germany or United Kingdom, and they speak those European languages. But here in America, English and Spanish are the dominant with um, languages. You know what I mean? From the colonizers. Smash that like. Any advice to better education on what, Shanae? On what's going on with the Carmelo Anthony situation? Just Google it. It's all over the news. And I would say Google both sides of it. Google some people that are giving you a black interpretation of it, and then Google some people that are giving you a white interpretation of it, and you'll be able to make your decision by where both of the people that's hating on each other or whether they explaining it how it went. You'll just get a good interpretation of how both sides feel about it. I say check out what the daddy was saying. Whatever his what's his name? Daddy name Jeffrey. Jeff Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? Right. Anytime they hide something, there's always some truth in it. Mike. Because if the case over with, why aren't they releasing the tape? Shit, they released so many tapes and so much stuff. Shit, y'all remember what's that lady, that Guthrie lady? As soon as she got missing, they had tapes of somebody looking at a thing where they live at, and they ain't got him yet. All that GPS satellite positioning, they found a nigga hot beat in Afghanistan or Iran. They heard somebody a soldier hot beat and rescued him. All that shit, and they can't find out who kidnapped that lady. The answer 70. You can't just stab people. Carmelo needs to not see the outside. What are some people on drugs? Are they defending him based on color? Only just they. It's so many reasons they defending him just as well as you do defending the white guy. And just you just said it. All that shit you said, you could have saved it and just said, "What if a white guy did that?" You showing who you are. You got some racism in you. And no, you'll say, I got black friends. Answer 70. I'm talking to you. You say, what if a white guy does it all the time? And guess what it reads? White guy makes mistake, needs rehabilitation. Don't send him to penitentiary, give him a boot camp. A black guy does it. I mean, whether it's to a white guy or a black guy, this is just heinous gang member, black on black crime. Right. That's why I don't know why they didn't give that to him. Shit, you need to be then. I don't give a fuck what color you is. You talking white, you texting white. Everybody that's white ain't white. Some people might got a white state of mind. You might be in defense of them, and you probably are white. Just trying to throw me off. But who gives a fuck what color you are? The way you text in the motherfucking of what a white guy would say. So I'm going by data and statistics and analytics. Maybe you was that one in a million black guy, know what I mean, that's butt hurt about everything that other black people do because they didn't accept you and you was forced to date white girls and hang out with white dudes that you got there gonna dip and all that shit. I mean, it is what it is. And you know what I mean? And right, some people are supporting him because of color. We need more of that. Would they be wrong to support him for color? That question mark ain't shit. The answer. You're not fucking Allen Iverson. You will have a 3 behind your name. You got a 70. The answer 70. Right. You ain't fucking Iverson. Smash that light. Whether it's racist or not, we're supposed to support our color. That's the problem. We don't get behind each other. And shit like this happens. Where the young boy ain't get proper representation, whether he did it or not. We still stood behind him and spoke our piece about it, whether it was self defense or okay, it was just some young boys and this shit happened now where we at with it. You better bet if you want to say it's racist, but black people should be behind black people helping out and white people can be behind white people helping out. It is what it is. You said Metcalf was a victim of Carmelo's hands. Nope, he was the victim of Carmelo's blade. And now he stabbed him straight up. He won't stabbing him in the back. So how do y'all explain that? It was such an intimate wound too, in the heart, close up. Come on, man. No, it's not. It's also right in the media. When a little white boy does it, he was defending himself from a black bully, a black villain. He's romanticized. Look at Luigi Mangione. He killed somebody in front of a hotel with one of them guns that you kill cows with. You know what I mean? For some bullshit about healthcare, but y'all's too busy worried about Carmelo. Get the fuck out of here, man. And Austin Metcalf family failed him. Jake Lane told his daddy that he was weak, and because he won't stand up and he ain't raised his son right to be a fighting white man for the white race, that he was creating other Austin Metcalfs, and that he's weak. So is Jeff Metcalf, Austin's daddy. He's a weak piece of shit, and he raised a weak piece of shit that tried to bully and got stabbed. You better bet he is. Luigi murdering ass. Yep, kept his hands to himself. But no, Austin wanted to show off for his brother in them, and Carmelo didn't want to be the bunt of their jokes, so he stabbed his ass. Maybe he wasn't thinking about the consequences for his acts. He was just thinking because the white boy was running up on him, big ass white boy with football in his background. So you know a lot of weightlifting and Gatorade and might even had the upper hand and with the strength had something to do with it. So fucking Carmelo felt like he was stacking the deck and poked the fuck out of him. I'm in full agreements with it. They run up, do him up. Stocks family. What happened yesterday, Stocks? Did the police come? Hey y'all, Stocks was at the goddamn rally at No Kings or some rally and it got hectic. I seen dude bump you, man. I thought y'all was about to get to fighting. And that watch that dude that be with you. He's shaky. I'm off talking all that shit. The police will take your ass to jail, Stocks. What happened? Did the police show up, fam? Your live stream was crazy. And as well as the other boy could have walked, both of them could have walked away. Yes, both of them could have walked away. Yeah, me too, Caesar. It happens, man. Two young dumbass motherfuckers. Both of them could have walked away. Both of them. So what? How many places you been at when you was a young nigga you weren't supposed to go in? That don't mean let's go ahead and get in a fight and I got a knife, I gotta stab you. It was just when they crossed paths, them two young niggas won't thinking, man. They bucked and one of them got killed. And don't say why he had a knife, because a lot of y'all buck teeth, mullet wearing, big boot, PBR drinking ass got a knife tied with a band around your leg right now, buck knife. Come on, cut it the fuck out. I want you to get mad. And I ain't never been to Africa, fuck nigga. Go back to Africa before we get mad. Man, shut the fuck up. They don't even fuck with you, Stephen, though, that you making assumptions like that. They'll send you back somewhere before they send me, motherfucker. Steve, though, with all that bullshit. You doing drink reviews and shit. Ain't nobody checking for you on that weak ass motorcycle, Steve. You old as fuck. Doing drink reviews. Yo, addicted to energy monster drinks ass. Man, this shit ain't man. Go sit down somewhere, Steve, though. Whack ass motherfucker. Whack his fit out. Yeah, he wild and it's bad for business, man. I saw that. Gazi was about to get y'all to rumbling. This wild ass. You gotta be careful, man. The police are getting involved, man. Ain't nothing happened to it. It still exists. They could have threw hands, but how was they gonna throw hands if dude was there with his twin brother and some more white boys? Of course he stabbed him. I ain't throwing hands with you if you got a couple of niggas with you. I'm gonna poke your motherfucking ass. That's how we was raised. By enemy necessary, get them up off you. Fuck out of here, man. It's too late for a school policy. Somebody's dead now. Now they're gonna have a school policy. Now, what was the metal detector at? Yes, they do. It's just so happened Carmelo stabbed a white guy. White kids bring knives to school just like they bring guns. Remember, it was a rash of white kids bringing guns to school. Hence the fucking what's that shit? The Columbine. The motherfuckers walking through the school with automatic weapons, killing kids. White kids were doing that. White kids, no, they don't bring knives to school. They bring guns and do mass shootings. You motherfucker, fuck around with you. That's what they do. They don't bring knives to school. They bring AKs and shoot shit up. Remember Columbine? Y'all keep trying to forget it. Nobody brings that up no more. Of course, white kids don't bring knives to school. They bring AKs, motherfucker. Yeah, I saw that. Y'all was tripping, and it went from nowhere. Yeah, 41 money, Mike. Yeah, they can go. They better. The answer. You keep saying dumb shit. The answer. Y'all keep answering dumb questions. They better go to school armed because if somebody else is armed, they better arm themselves. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Yes, they should. Look, Columbine was two Jewish kids years ago. Yeah, it don't matter. They was two white kids. Y'all always try to put when it's a white guy doing bad, he's Jewish. He's Jewish. Donald Trump's Jewish. No, he's not. He's German and English stock, Anglo-Saxon, like the rest of y'all. Garbage motherfuckers. Columbine. No, they didn't bring knives to school. They brought AKs, motherfucker. And was that other school shooting on the East Coast? The fuck out of here. Nope, I don't fuck with W-2s. I do a 1099 miscellaneous. I'm an entrepreneur. I got motherfucking mechanical properties that I move. You own one of them right now. Nope, I don't know what a W-2 is. I do a 1099 miscellaneous, homeboy. Do you know what that is, motherfucker? That means I found a way to make money in my sleep so I ain't gotta work like your fuck ass till you die. Look at you try to come in here and say some stupid shit. Noob, noob. No, I don't. I know what a 1099 miscellaneous is. Do you? No, you don't. Fuck nigga. A W is two is something you ducking. Too busy got your lips on a wine bottle right now. Or my dick, noob, noob. Nah, I don't know what a W2 is. I do a 1099 miscellaneous, nigga. Bouncing off of S Corporation, LLC. You know what I mean? Different motherfucking businesses under one banner, but the money ain't connected. Get your mind right. Wild Turkey. See how he did the stereotype? Hey, Money Mike, you heard him talking that shit. White boy stabbed a Mexican in the bathroom and didn't get 30. Right. I don't care if nobody defending them. I just told you white kids don't bring fucking knives to school. They bring AKs and shoot the school up. Look at Steve. You know what? Y'all when y'all can't resort to battling me with knowledge, y'all do shit like that. That's just show you where you at. I see it. I got his fucking goat. Look at Steve though. Steve. Steve ain't goddamn. Look, Carmelo. I bet you he won't. Them black people gonna protect him in prison. He killed the white boy. And remember, he in there for stabbing somebody. You think he's scared to stab somebody else? Y'all got to wake up, fam. Y'all got to wake up. Carmelo gonna be good. Sure you could, dude. It's like 20 of them in here. Ah, especially that one that asked me about that W-2. I bet you he like, damn. Coming here thought he was saying some slick shit. Nope, no W-2 here, motherfucker. 1099 miscellaneous. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't punch a clock for no white folks. And matter of fact, I'm an employer too. Get at me if you need a job. What I'm gonna have to do, I mean, your integrity sucks. Even coming asking me some shit like that. I bet you he won't, Stephen though. I bet you he won't. I bet you Austin won't either. I bet you he won't. White boys in the Texas prison is the punks. Black people are against it because most of them got to pick a gang or a side, and they don't condone homosexuality. So they will be punking the more white boys. He might have him a white punk. He doing 35 years and he young. He really ain't had no experience with no pussy. So he probably had me a white boy in there, killing me a white boy out here in the streets and going in and lay up with some white boy. You never know. The welfare class. That's white people. White women get more welfare than black people. Y'all know MAGA. That's why they thought Donald Trump was switching on them. The MAGA rednecks get more food stamps than any minority in the country. The people out of the Appalachians, Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, right there in that Appalachian shit. That's where all the food stamps going. You know, if it was just predominantly a black thing, they would easily have cut it off and wouldn't be giving it out because anything that got to do with white people, that's when they concerned because white people are the majority. When it affects the majority, that's when they make moves on it. I mean, so they don't lose sponsorship and people that their approval rating. So you got to know that. Sure, I sound retarded, Savage Glizzy. I'm getting y'all goat tonight. I got these white folk mad. Damn, they not. Hell no. He gone fishing. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. Remember, he in there for stabbing people. Black dudes that go to prison don't get fucked unless they want to be fucked. Or they, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't go. But white boys are raped as soon as they come out the gate, they pick them out. Go watch all your prison movies. Starks family. See what I'm saying? A hit dog gonna holler. But a whoop dog ain't gonna bark, family. Ain't, I mean, nah, he won't get snickered. 45% of the black people do not get food stamps. Less than 10% of them get food stamps because y'all white motherfuckers won't give it to them just to hate. 45% of black people don't get food stamps. And even if they did, the majority of people who get food stamps are white people. 45% of the people that get food stamps are white. More white people get food stamps than black people do. Y'all gotta go check your statistics. Go check that shit out. And then you get that shit crazy. Nah, a lot of white people get food stamps, man. No, it's not. They get white people get more food stamps than black people, fam. Remember that. Y'all just got it stereotypical in your mind because it was known that we had to get it in the 70s because y'all was blocking us out from living y'all American dream. It was created for white people. Food stamps wasn't created for black people. It was created for white people after the depression. Food stamps and child support so that they could take the money out of soldiers' checks. You know what I mean? And that's true, Savage. And if you was trying to talk shit, what you said was right. We do not have no history related to slavery. We have a rich history on this continent, on Africa, on every continent on the planet. But it was whitewashed because you know what I'm saying. Nobody wants to be. The white people don't want nobody litter than them. They want everybody else to be. You know what I'm saying? Wow, the motherfucking white supremacists is up late tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. White supremacists usually mean ignorant ass white boys, fake neo Nazis. You ain't tough enough to be on the neo Nazis. Y'all know to be a neo Nazi, they don't even want you watching football because black people playing the game. How fucking stupid is that? Like, didn't I just tell y'all? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Savage. He's right. I just looked it up. 24% black, 35% white receiving food stamps. Yo, I'm gonna give you a motherfucking a jacket for that one because I need you back in here because a lot of people come in here and say that dumb shit and they don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Thanks for that, fam. What's up, fambo? An absolute new more Americans receive food stamps than any other racial group. However, black Americans participate at a higher rate relative to their total population. Thank you there, fambo. But fam just came in with the statistics. Money Mike. White motherfuckers be just saying shit, and I ain't talking about all white people. Y'all know I say white people meaning the motherfuckers that's trying to weaponize their shit. I mean, it's some good white people out here, just like there's some bad black people. I'm not on no racial shit, but white people that come in and try to say black people are doing this, black people are doing that. As many as white fathers was out of the home, as many as black fathers, man, and vice versa. Why don't I understand how state works and you do? Why don't I understand how states work, but you do? That makes no sense. I'm sitting here telling you what's going on, but I don't understand. Yankee, go sit down. Everything y'all said don't hold no merit. Fambo just told you, and also the young man that came in with the statistics on how much food stamps white people struggle it. I support a murder. You better bet I do. You hating on Carmelo, so what's the difference? Thank you for that, Fambo. You on some dick sucking shit to answer. I know you're not on a racist shit. You ain't man enough to be racist. You on some old pipe shit. I'm supporting Carmelo as my fellow black man that got railroaded. Don't worry about it, Yankee. Go do your own research. Come back with something to refute it. Maybe you can find a website to stick up for what you standing on. What website? So you could probably go ban it and get it taken down. You probably go say that. I mean, why? That's pro-black. That's not racist. That's supporting my fellow black man. I don't got nothing to say about Zimmerman, dog. See what I'm saying, Carmelo Low? I don't got no dog in that fight with that Zimmerman stuff. I don't get involved in that. So no, I don't know. What are you talking about? The what's the guy with the hoodie and all that stuff? That was just a marketing employed by the LGBTQ plus. They got white folks now going out there for that No Kings rally, and they checking y'all ass off on their LLC. They ain't doing the 1099 either. They doing a 1099 miscellaneous too. They ain't doing a W-2. They doing a 1099 miscellaneous on y'all white folks. They got y'all grandmas and granddaddies out there at No Kings. All them old white people. They got your grandma and your granddaddy, and they probably embezzled all your fucking inheritance. You thought your grandma was gonna leave you, white folks. They got them out there at the No Kings. You say he did Venom himself. Okay. That's what I believe too. It was mutual combatants. He stabbed him in the chest, man. Smash that light. Shut me out. Look at you. I sound retarded, but look at your profile pic and your name. Who's retarded? Or who's a racist? Your fuck ass. And you a race baiter. Did you even change your name like that? You wanted some attention. You a motherfucking clown, dude. He defended himself. Wow. Cut it the fuck out. Look at your profile pic, but you call me. I must be getting to you. You a fucking clown, dude. Look at your fucking thing, man. And you here talking about somebody rich. And you old as fuck. You had this fucking YouTube, you had this Gmail since the beginning of YouTube. You've been up here so fucking long being a racist. Hey Money Mike, this dude, Camilolo, whatever his fucking name is, he is a old ass, hemorrhoid ass motherfucker, man. You've been up here since the beginning of YouTube with this same fucking Gmail doing this shit, man. You're not a real black. You a fucking dick eater. You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing as a real black dude. Because there's so many of y'all white, Chinese, and Spanish people that's trying to infiltrate the culture. It's been watered down. You know what I mean? Y'all fucking latching on to our poverty. That shit crazy when a white person says, I got black friends, or I went through the street. I lived in the hood myself. I be like, what the fuck? That don't mean that you can never experience the black experience, even if you experienced it on a black man's couch. You better bet my old ass gray beard. You scared to show your face this wisdom. You know what I had to do to get here? Not to mention duck y'all funk ass motherfucker laws and y'all fucking bullshit mayonnaise ass. You know what I had to do? Yeah. Don't let the smooth taste fool you though. This wisdom. You know what I had to do to get there? You scared to show your face though. Yeah, sure I'm obese. I just checked my motherfucking blood pressure, fuck nigga. I'm far from obese, nigga. I just checked my blood pressure. You got to be like, go look at some of my old shit. You'll see me and run. I'm not obese, nigga. I'm tight. Go. Sure, look at you. You resorting to tomfoolery now. I still got shake the fuck up. And this clown ass motherfucker with that profile picture, that's crazy. That shows you who you are. You a fuck nigga with that Camalolo. You a fuck nigga. Look at this shit. Diabetes. Yeah, you better I'm good. Diabetes come from your lifestyle and your diet. I got a good diet, homeboy. You know what I mean? I know how to keep myself up. You don't have diabetes. You know what I'm saying? You just pale as fuck. Your skin bad. You got cirrhosis on your elbows. You know what I mean? Your wife or her funky poke smelling ass won't fuck you because you got schmigma on your dick. Who fighting, Ludwig? What's up, Ludwig? Steve, why did you do it? Why would I be mad with you? No, I ain't mad. I just got time tonight, fuck nigga. You mad? Look, you mad? You like you mad, bro? Salute, Steve. You got him out of here, but you could let him rock. I was gonna make him commit suicide. You mad, bro? They can't get to me. I'm cooler than that. Because I know if I was in person, the motherfucker wouldn't say shit. Bitch, be on quiet time. Yeah, they was beefing. Metcalf told him to leave a tent that he was under that had something to do with a school sports event, and they had words, and it came to fisticuffs. And the young boy, Carmelo Anthony, had a knife, and he poked him one time, and he died. And everybody is, you know what I mean, condemning two dumbass kids fighting. Yeah, keyboard gangsters. Now he got to come back in under his old Gmail or one of them Gmails. But that motherfucker had that Gmail since 2006. That's the birth of fucking YouTube. Shit. I've been on YouTube for 20 years too. I got the plaque to prove it, the 20-year commemorative. I don't have a YouTube button for this channel, but you know what I mean? I done had several YouTube channels, all of them successful. This is one of many. I got the 20-year commemorative lithograph right there. You know what I mean? Smash that like. Ludwig. What's going on, Ludwig? I got you. It's like that, Steve. You know, this is a late night grind, Steve. We usually be up in the morning doing our thing. This is late night grind, so you know we're gonna catch all kind of weirdos that can't sleep. Well, the white dude threw the first punch. Did the aggressive, and Carmelo took it upon himself to poke him. Let's look at the poll real quick. Carmelo Anthony, victim 20%, villain 68%, 50-50, 12%. Okay, smash that like. If he wasn't black, I wouldn't have no opinion because I wouldn't even know about it. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that shoulda, coulda, woulda. If he wasn't black, we wouldn't know about it. They don't report shit when it's black on black or even white on white. Even it's always controversy when it's a young black kid and a white kid or anything black and white. So I can't make that assumption. I don't know because black people kill black people all the time. White people kill white people, and it be on the same type of circumstances. But this is a different kind of. I mean, this is what America is built off of. Whether justice is being served, whether he committed a crime, true indeed, he should be found guilty of something because something happened up there and somebody died. But just what crime it is, you know what I mean? So no, I can't make that decision by if he was black. Would you have the same opinion if he wasn't black? You know what I mean? I can't even do that because you know what I mean that would be assuming. We talking about the facts here, family. And if he was white, he killed a black dude, probably going off of passion and emotion. I'll say burn his white ass. He killed a black dude, burn his white ass for real. Going off of passion, as all of us. We're clannish and territorial. So stop trying to act like y'all holier than thou by just calling a man a murderer because a guy got killed that he stabbed when he got confronted and it happened to be a white guy. Yo, you should be a prosecutor if you want to ask somebody some questions, dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say he threw the first punch. I told him he was aggressive. He the one that wanted the dude to leave. Carmelo was on offense. Okay, if Metcalf was telling him to leave, he was on defense, defending the tent. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! And he probably got so close because he stabbed him intimately. in the heart. So he got so close that Carmelo was the last breath he smelled, and he shanked this bitch ass. That's why I know he threw the first punch. He was aggressive. Get out of here. Get out. He said it 15 times. So even just stand back. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. That's 5 times. Whoosh. You get the fuck out of here. He should have got an authority figure. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if he brought a weapon to school or the church. Motherfucker, he had the weapon. He didn't have Austin Metcalf's name written on it. Austin Metcalf just fucked around and found out. You know how they say you can run across the wrong motherfucker? Sometimes bullies run across the wrong motherfucker. Yeah, it was in Texas too. Somebody had put up a joint and was showing how much years they got. Carmelo so far got the most time for stuff like that. It was 4 other incidents of that. It happened in Texas. And Carmelo got the most time, and all of them was by teenagers. But yeah, nobody ain't gonna hear about it because it's more fashionable to put black people up on the Summer Jam screen and make us out to be villains when Luigi Mangione gets a fucking GoFundMe that he can spend. Kamala, y'all claim Kamala people spent their shit. Why didn't he get an authority figure? And they asking you that question. The answer 70. Why didn't Austin Metcalf go get an authority figure instead of trying to hold court in the streets and he fucked around and got killed? All that bully shit went out the window when the motherfucker poke your ass. That's what happens. He probably was y'all trying to act like he was saying, "Well, why don't you leave? Leave, please leave, just leave." No, he was leave, motherfucker. You might have even called a few niggas and fucked around and got killed trying to be a bully in front of because his twin brother and them was there talking that shit. That's why y'all gotta stop romanticizing no matter what your feelings is against black people or what you wanted to happen. What happened was 2 young dumb motherfuckers, one being a bully and one having a motherfucking knife on them. A bully and a motherfucker with a knife does not mix, especially if the motherfucker gets scared or ain't scared and he fucked around and died. I don't give a fuck what they said. You don't know what they offered those witnesses or what. You know the judicial system ain't shit. Of course they gonna say he did it because they dealing off of passion, not off of facts. They dealing off of he killed one of ours. They didn't get a chance to jump him because the dude was dead and they was probably in hysterics. But they're going off of that now. We can't get him like that. You gotta say you saw him. You gotta say he was the aggressor. Or they could have even got a carrot dangled above their heads or been if you don't do this, we're gonna lock your ass up. Anything, man. And if they didn't, okay, why didn't they intervene? Were any of those witnesses adults? How many of those 20 witnesses were adults? And why didn't they intervene when they seen 2 young niggas bucking? He wasn't scared of them. He went to go hang out. It was raining. I ain't say he was scared of them. Definitely he wasn't scared if he poked the shit out of them. He didn't give a fuck about them. He was just trying to go over there and get some free food and hang out and chill. Be nosy. White folks always got that hella snacks and shit. Y'all hot dog and sausage cooking ass at the tailgating ass motherfuckers. He was scared after they ran down on him. Of course he was scared. He might have showed no fear, but shit. All that shit was some bullshit, man. He was scared of what? You keep saying they said. He said. They're scared the day before what? Huh? What does that mean, Jacob Bridges? Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. The defense, they said the defense ain't even get paid. They didn't pay for his lawyer. You know, it's all speculation and folklore with all this shit going on, fam. It is what it is. Right, Money Mike. 20 people and nobody tried to stop it. How did they arrest him at the scene or he got away? Shit, I'd rather do 35 years in prison because if you dead, it's over. If you do 35 years in prison, the laws might change, the law's perception of you might change, your money situation might change. Somebody might come out of the blue and say they ready to support you and get you out. You just never know. So why would you want to die? That means you a defeatist. I don't give a fuck what I'm facing. I'm gonna live every day. I gotta live on this motherfucker. And if it means going to prison and continue my knife fights, I'm going to prison and continue my knife fights. A lot of y'all, when y'all talk like that, that means you'll get fucked. You know what I mean? When you go to prison, you'll get fucked because you already gave up. Jacob, he ran and hid the knife. Wow. I mean, Ludwig, it won't Jacob. But Jacob, too, he ran and hid the knife. He ran to the. Okay, so if he was this murderer, why would he run and turn himself in? He knew he fucked up. He had to jig this motherfucker. And now I got to go tell somebody because these white folks going to bomb me. And that's what they did. Bomb his ass. He ran. Money Mike, thanks for all this. You closing some of the gaps and the blind spaces in what happened. So he did this shit, this murderer, so y'all say, and runs to the resource. A murderer keeps running and don't hide the knife. He got it in case somebody else run up on him and he gonna murder somebody else. A resource teacher, the coach, Jacob, the resource officer, and that's how it was at my school. And that coach that the security guards were the football coaches and wrestling coaches. And one of the security guards that was the football coach, he went on to another high school and became the head coach and took him to all these championships. Wow, that's crazy, Money Mike. Because he wasn't trying to kill the nigga. He was trying to keep him up off of him, which is understandable. They're trying to keep the big boy off of him. They say, dude was 6'2" and this and that. Of course I'm a jigging. Of course I'm a jiggy. And that's just me. And you can hate it or love it. You know what I mean? That white boy and that black boy was mutual combatants. Just so happened that you know what I mean, I'm delusional. Sure I am, Jason. Just as sure as you came out of the woodworks and text that shit. You're delusional. Yeah, sure I am, dude. And you got insomnia. You can't sleep. You up late as a bitch calling somebody delusional. How am I being a racist, Ludwig? I just told you that whether he was white or black, I would have jigged this motherfucking ass for running up on me. And that's just what it is. Especially when I was 17, I would have blew his motherfucking ass off. And that's real. I don't give a fuck, white or black. You run up on me with that bullshit, and I ain't with it, I ain't with it. Y'all weak motherfuckers. Y'all just mad because a white boy got killed. You want him to go to jail because that's the type of shit. But guess what? This shit is like when Obama got elected president. It's showing me who's a fucking racist. Once you show me, I believe you. That's all. I would have blew his fucking head. I would have cut his fucking head off if he would ran up on me. And that's just simple as that, white or black. Because you know what I mean? If you're a warrior, you a warrior. Dude goddamn started a motherfucking fight because he had the people with him. He was leave, leave. And then when it wouldn't leave, he probably got aggressive and stepped toward him or made a move and Carmelo got scared and poked the fuck out his ass. I'm a identical twin. I'm from Texas, and from the whole case, hits home to me. It was extremely unfortunate for both families. Thank you, Jacob Bridges. Right. Both families, man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to kill himself a white boy. There's probably plenty of white boys that want to kill himself a black boy. It just so happened. You know what I mean? It happened that day. I don't think he meant to kill that white boy. They didn't mean they was two young dumbass niggas. They should have both stood down. They both brought it on themselves. Mutual combatants. I don't hear now. One time where the white boy said, "Look, I don't want to do this," or "I'm not trying to get violent with you," or "Look, just leave before something start." He was reacting just like Carmelo was reacting. That's what y'all taking sides on some dumb shit when all it was two young bulls, motherfucker collide and one of them died. Young and dumb, exactly, Jacob. Young and dumb. Young and dumb. Man, I know so many people that had multiple murder charges, and every time they claimed self defense and they beat them. I know somebody that had multiple murder charges. This shit right here was controversial because This is designed to set the country off, to make us take sides and be diversionary. These diversionary tactics right here. I never heard them say Austin said, I don't want to fight you. Renegade, you made that up. Yep, divide and conquer. Well, shit, he must have thought he was gonna unalive somebody every day because carrying a knife is a learned behavior. So was he every day looking to just kill somebody? You're not making sense. So when your uncle ties that ugly ass buck knife on his leg, that long ass buck knife with his buck teeth, PBR drinking, mullet wearing ass, he's looking to kill somebody. 95% of the people in this country carry a knife or a razor in their pocket or on their person, or even an ice pick. And shit, a gun even carries a weapon. So why did it mean so much now that he was a premeditated murderer because he stuck a pocket knife in his pocket? Not a fucking ninja knife or a little katana, a regular all-purpose knife, a Swiss Army knife type. Because it's set up. Why did the jury find so many innocent black people of murder and all that shit? The jury and the DA. Why do they charge all of these black people in America? Because it's fucking racism. They're trying to keep the man down. Dude, that happens every day. You know how many people get out of prison every day that did 40, 50 years of their life for their heart, and they say, oh, we made a mistake. We're going to have to let you go. Bitch, it's 45 years. Let me go where? Let me go with who? My family gone. No, it doesn't touch me. See, what happens is fuck around and find out, pussy ass, and now you're bleeding and dead. Look at you now, you dumb fuck. In my Scarface voice, that's what happens. He fucked around and found out. You can't bully everybody. I don't blame Carmelo. If a motherfucker put their hands on me, is the gloves are off, your ass is out. Black or white, Chinese, I'm gonna smoke your ass. You touch me, you're dead, motherfucker. So y'all soft, man. Of course, he shouldn't have had the knife in school, but he did because you don't know what way he had to come to get there, or who he been raised around, or what he been through. You know what I mean? And dude gonna tell him leave, 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 and then step to him, some big old white boy. I don't give a fuck. Poke the fuck out his ass. Mutual combatants. He wasn't running from him. He stabbed him in the heart, not in the back. He wanted that beef. He wanted it. He probably had his peoples around him. He thought he was comfortable. That's what he get for slipping. He slipped and Carmelo caught him. And that's just what it is. It comes to that sometimes. You might go up against a big nigga, but you might catch him in his jaw and knock his ass out. You feel me? Y'all just dealing with emotion when y'all thinking about this stuff. I ain't looking up no motherfucking court records. I'm going off about, you know what I mean, learned experience. Yeah, they trying to paint it like it was one on one, and then they trying to paint the picture like Carmelo was this aggressive bully walking around with a knife in his hand till he found somebody to land on. That shit crazy. Man, they carrying knives around here. I ain't got to worry about them carrying knives in prison. And if I did, you know what I mean, what is it to you if I did get out of prison? How long? I mean, I'm where they carry guns at and knives because it's by any means necessary to protect yourself and defend yourself. He should have had stabbed 4 people. He just got that one that they always say when motherfuckers about to jump, you jump on that one and wear his ass out, while the other ones they'll back off, but he'll be knotted the fuck up. They might get you, but grab that one and latch on to his pussy ass. We've been raised like that. See, y'all daddies raised y'all to run like he ran. You know what I'm saying? Or the Rat Pack. They ain't taught y'all to fight. He probably could have fought the big white boy, but why fight somebody? His twin brother is right there and some other motherfucking big Johnny come lately ass motherfuckers. Nah, I'm gonna get him out the way, and regardless of what y'all think, you run up on me, your ass is out of here. And that's just simple as that. Who is that? Jeffrey Nizer. Who is that right there, John? Yeah, we'll know the truth, Jason. They probably doctoring that shit. If it was any way that Carmelo was wrong on that video, that shit'd be all over the fucking internet right now. Ain't nobody crying. He got to suffer the consequences. I'm feeling no pain about it. Maybe Carmelo's gonna cry because who wants to go to prison? But in his mind, he know he did what he had to do. How am I institutionalized? How am I institutionalized? Rich, how is my life prison? My life is great. Prison is horrible, dude. Ain't no pussy in prison. I'm looking at a fine motherfucker right now about to hit it. Ain't no prison pussy in prison. I'm not institutionalized. You're institutionalized to act like this. As a matter of fact, you're internetized because you're Twitter gangster. You talking all this bullshit. You must have got went to prison and got fucked. Shit, normal Americans go to prison these days. White, black, Chinese, steal some of that white folks' money. I'm not a normal American. Yes, I am a normal black American because they send all us to prison. Whether you did it or not, your ass go to prison. I am normal. That's the black experience includes prison. You do know that, right? The black experience includes being in prison or knowing somebody in prison close to you, whether it's your mama or your daddy, or your aunt or your uncle or your cousins, or your sisters or your brothers. We are as intimate as you can get with. You know what I mean? That's who real Americans are. We have experienced every form of American life. We've been the richest, the poorest. We've been to prison, suburbs, the country. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere in America and don't find a black man. That includes prison. Damn. And you named that bitch Subaru. Thank you. Some bullshit, right? Yes, it is. If that motherfucker got you by 100 pounds and he looking aggressive, that is the way. Get his ass out the way. I don't give a fuck. Y'all just saying it because a little white kid got killed. It's the same way you say, what if it was the other way around? That's what I'm asking you. What if it was the other way around, motherfucker? You can't even see it like that because you don't see a black person doing nothing right anyway. That's just your upbringing. Fault your parents for that shit. Fault your parents, motherfucker. With your whitewash ass. Fault your parents, man. They raised you to be the racist bigot you are. I'm not racist. I'm not saying he killed the dude because he was white and black. He killed him because he was pussy and trying to be a bully and he ran up on the wrong motherfucker. Sometimes fools rush in. You gotta look before you leap. You know what I mean? Ain't no throwing hands out here no more. They shooting, homie. They stabbing. They cutting. The fuck y'all raised that? Mellow attorney Toby Shook and the prosecutor worked together, and they say that Metcalf was friends with the judge. Shit, I ain't no killer, but don't push me, JN. Nobody wants nobody stabbed, but sometimes shit necessary. Look at that. That watermelon fella shit out the door, fam. Anybody gonna clap his cheeks? He might clap one of your nephew cheeks, that white boy that you got locked up. Because remember, Carmelo is a stabber. He's going to jail for stabbing somebody. You think he gonna be afraid to stab somebody for poking his cheeks? He just killed the white boy. If you leave it up to y'all as a murderer for nothing, you think for somebody clapping his cheeks, he ain't gonna kill for that? How stupid do you sound now? He'll kill a white boy for nothing but let a nigga fuck him. Shut the fuck up. My language is that of the devil. It usually is when y'all can't defend you, whatever that bullshit you saying, you'll go to try to find inconsistencies in the conversation. When it's you, your language is of a moron, an idiot, a bigot, a racist motherfucker. That's what your language is. Ain't no such thing as no devil. See what I'm saying? You think the devil is some red dude with a pointy tail and horns on his head and a pitchfork. Go sit down. Matter of fact, go take a nap. It's 1:30 in the morning, man. Self-preservation is the first. You put your hand in front of a baby face, even if he one day old, he can go put his hands up. And that's all Carmelo did. What were the adults saying? Why didn't either one of those young dummies walk away? You know what I'm saying? That's all, you know what I mean? But you know what, y'all? It's getting late. I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Y'all catch me in the AM, man. We're gonna be discussing Obama versus Trump versus Obama and the Iran deal. Who had the better deal with Iran? So, you know what I mean? Salute everybody that came through and gave their opinion, whether we agreed or not. Double tap the screen, turn on the notification so when we have another one of these dope conversations, we can get at it. But for everybody out there, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gone, man. Whatever, man. He got watermelon to eat. Good one. You can go eat some dick now, you haul ass, man. Good night, y'all, man. Y'all always bringing me out my bag, man. You know what, Jacob? You won't be coming back. 'Cause that's the one thing I don't fuck with. You're out. That's the last thing I'm gonna do before I end out the night. Cut the light off. You fired, Jacob. Go take a nap. Smash that light, y'all. Salute everybody that came through. That's what it is.